And we are live. Everybody's having a good Sunday here. My device is freaking out over here. Give me a second. There it goes. It's just me. I'm tired of Windows. I'm always bashing Windows. I mean, Windows, where would we be without Windows? We love Windows. But when you have to use it, sometimes you're just like... That's why I start a little late. I'm like, what is going on with this dumb thing? But Black Friday is this weekend. Wow. This year is just flying by. Flying by. So, okay, good. I got audio I can hear. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. So, we're going to go through tons of different things here and figure out, how you say it, where the sales are. Like, where are the sales? Because there are a lot of sales. There's one on Friday that I got to talk about that I'm sure a lot of y'all missed for the Quampa Sapphire. Shout out to Orville, because he sent that out and it was like, whoa. Crazy deal. And I forgot what's going on. I think I was at home. Like, something's going on. But yeah. Yeah, give me 2 seconds here. There we go. Yes, there's a lot of things to make sure that all my audios. Let's check, turn up my snare. I wonder if anybody gets that joke. Because I show my age, but I wonder if anyone knows it. Turn up my snare. I wonder if anybody gets where that's coming from. Okay, good. Now I can see everything there. I should put that back. Let's check our levels here. I've been making that joke for a long time. I don't know if anybody. I know what that means. If you listen to hip hop, you'll know what that means. It's like an old school, like, it's so crazy to call that old. Well, anyway. So we have a lot to look at today. So we're gonna be looking at. I'm gonna look across the room at all the brands on the shelf, and then I'll be going down the list also. Because I made some notes, and I'm gonna do my best to read my notes. Because, fun fact, I don't read my own notes. And I take good, well, I take so-so notes, but I take notes and I forget to read them. Yeah, I know. I forget. So I'm going to make a point to read those. And the goal with that is just to keep me on track because, you know, we only have a couple hours to go through all of it. And again, just try to find the best deals to help everyone find just a good deal for the holidays. Because in the States, this is our time to shop. Like, we spent a lot of money in the States this time of year. So my hope is that we can help everybody find something that's right for them and their play style in their hands, right? You know, so that's really the biggest goal, and I'm excited for that. So let me see if can I make these messages clear? So I'm using this tool to show the messages on screen, but they are so dark, and I don't know how to make it clear. I don't see it. I don't see it. Appearance. It's still. I'll go back to the video. I really wanted to make. If I make this. Okay, so I'm colorblind. It's probably like a bluish, greenish, grayish. Is that blue, green, gray, teal? Where you can see everyone's chat. Shout out to Midnight Blue Wolf. Shout out to Wolf, MB Wolf, member of the channel. Shout out, much appreciated. Wolf says, as all, he's sending us all on a shopping spree. Where's my horns at? Yes, sir. Oh, y'all can't hear. It's kind of low. I need to get like a separate audio thing where I can have the audio from my board at full volume and the audio for like the PC at a different volume. So it's not like the background music I like, so it's not just dead air. But y'all can't hear all my yes sirs and all my little memes and everything like that. I'm checking my audio. Can you hear it? Let me see. You can kind of hear it, but it's low. It's low. All right. Let me see. Let me check my levels real quick. I worked hard to set those up too. Actually like my little ad lib things there. Let's see here. Where's that? Down. Boom. Oh, I know it's the problem. I know it's the problem. I forgot to make this public. 2 seconds. And then we're going to start with, I think I know where I'm going to start to. I think I already have a place where I'm going to start with. There we go. Boom. Got it. Okay, good. So now that feeds right. Okay, good. So make sure I can see what I'm doing here. Where's my visuals? Okay, good. I can see the desk. I can see everything else. We have our screen here, and as we all know, I'm a tab hoarder, so these tabs are about to go crazy. These tabs are gonna go crazy. Okay, so we're gonna start with first and foremost, where is my Discord? Come on, computer. Come on, computer. Load, please. Load. Good old Windows. Okay, here we go. So the first thing we're gonna start, I just saw this morning. Right here. And shout out to Smack Ape and the Smack Ape team. This keyboard like months ago, and I still use this thing. This has become like my streaming keyboard. And I've reached out to a couple other brands. I might show you who I reached out to see if I can get some more keyboards sent in and review those as well. And kind of compare to this one and I have like 3 daily keyboards. But anyway, let's dive in. Okay, here we go. The Victrix Pro KO. This is on sale. Wait a minute. Where'd the sale go? Because where's my phone at? I just saw it on sale 2 seconds ago. Micro Center. Good old Google. They tricked me. Google tricked me. I've been duped. Let's go back here. Put this over here so I could see both chats. Okay, good. Shout out to Orville. That P5 boot's still in the packaging. Crazy. So, fun fact. Here is why this is still the packaging. This. And this might be the new starter pad. This video comes out, I already finished videos, comes out tomorrow. But yeah. So the reason it's still in the package, I was like, well, maybe I should just unbox it at the same time. Like, I'm probably overthinking this. I know I'm overthinking. I'm an overthinker. I know I'm overthinking this. And then also I was like, well, I should unbox this live and play with it live. And we started talking last week and we got busy, so it didn't happen. But yeah, this is going to get discussed and used for sure. Sin, shout out to Sin. Happy Sunday, Sin. Let's see, where's the money going? So what's funny is I got a message about an hour ago saying it's on sale, and it was at Micro Center, but this is not on sale. And the keys, the switches on this keyboard sound so good. I need more ergonomics. My hands are big, but I like the sound. Okay, so anyway, we're just gonna go off what we see. All right, so here's the Victrix Pro KO. Is this on sale? It is not. So if you're looking for this, I don't see it on sale right now. If you're looking at used, what's the used prices for this thing? Used and good, used very good, used like new, 220. Boom. So if you really like this, looks, functions well, blah 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 blah. You know, I don't know how you feel. Like if I bought something used like new, I would just get some Lysol wipes, wipe the thing down, and go to Pound Town. That's how to pause. You know, just go to town and start winning with it, right? Right. So that's an option there. So, and I should probably keep a note of what I've talked about so I don't forget. All right. So we talked about the Victrix Pro KO. All right. So I'll put an X next to this. We talked about this. Okay, how do I say this? Bellamiris. I think it's Bellamiris. Shout out to Bellamiris. Happy Sunday. Hello, I bought the dual pad Zen plastic. Upgrade the button caps. Nice. They haven't put any hours on any fight games. He said, I got my Zen. I upgraded it and haven't used it yet, but it's coming. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Zen is really nice. I think you're gonna like that. And the acrylic one too. It's so light. The shape of it is really unique. That's gonna be in the video tomorrow with the Galkeys. The Zen will be out tomorrow. I'll show you. Shout out to the Zen and the Zen Pro KO. And again, if you like your Zen and like you start deciding, okay, this is the style I like it. So Should I dive into what this is? Okay, let's look at the Zen price real quick and we'll talk about what this is. The Zen Pro, the Zen and the Zen Pro. The Zen Pro is a metal version of the Zen. They're exactly the same shape. But if you want metal and that premium feel and the leather here on the bottom, you know, you have both options. Artwork on the bottom, no artwork on this bottom. But yeah, the Zen is fantastic, especially like tight spacing. And we'll go through those. I should look at that right now. Let's see what the price looks like for Zens. Or was it the Pro KO5? He said hearts. He's like, yes, sir. Where's my yes, sir? Y'all can't hear the yes, sir. It's too low. Because I'm playing music in the background. Maybe I should play music from the website. No, and then I could turn the volume down. And then I could turn the volume up on my board. Huh. Okay, I'll think about that. All right, so there's a Visuals Pro KO discussed, right? You can get this for $279 or $202, like new condition. Boom, done. Next is dual pads. Zen, we'll dive into this one. He said Bell. He's like, just call me Bell. Buying hitbox is a different hobby than playing fighting games. Shout out to Bell. Facts. Finding the perfect controller is the goal, right? Using it, that comes later. But you got to find the best one. I definitely can respect that. Let's see what dual pads going on here. Where's the Zen Pro? Let's see what we got here. So the website, any new additions, the Zen Pro. The A16 is really good too. The A16 is there. Just don't, let's go back. Just don't get the V1 switches. This thing sucks. I don't like V1s on any pad because the teeth always break. They're plastic keycaps. They always break. I've had pads show up on shipping and the teeth are already broken in the switch upon arrival. So I tell people just get the cross. If you look at this pad because the price is good, just get the cross, you know, try it out, see what you think. And the Zen is really nice, right? So there. So we've seen that. What's here? What else do they have going on? Now I'm not logged in, so prices may change. So the regular Zen is $48 with a $4 sale. So it's $45. That's a really good deal. $45. Wow. You can get the black or the crystal, and the difference is the black comes with ghost switches, the crystals come with the white reins, but you can change, you do whatever you want with them, and you can also change the artwork on the top and the bottom. The black, you can only change the artwork on the bottom. Here is the Pro. Oh, the Pro is $95 with a $15 discount, so that's $80. That's a really good deal. And again, I'm not logged in, so I don't know what it looks like when you log in, but $85 for a Zen Pro. Uh-oh, Bill, I just made you spend more money. Bell's gonna be eating sandwiches for the next 3 months. What's the shipping? Yeah, and free shipping too. Yeah, look at that. Bam! Wow, that's a good deal. Okay, mark down dual pad Zen. We talked about Zen. Let's see, Sin. I've diversified my Leverless options enough that I can't find a Leverless I can justify buying so far. Shout out to Sin. Orville Smart Man. Yes, I got some more time than HA10. Oh, nice. HA10 yesterday. I think it's the one. I think that's the one. Tremendous. I think it's tremendous. I'd pull Vermello here in a second too. See what they're looking like. And I actually have a discount go Vermello too. I've got full MX Leverless, mouse micro switch Leverless, Ergo Hall of Fame. He's like, Sin's like, I think I have everything my hands could desire, all in the different pads, right? Midnight. Well, I promised myself not to buy anything else this year unless some cool micro size pad shows up. But yeah, I bought Sacred Switch. Oh, Sacred Falcons are nice, but haven't swapped them out. Yeah, you're gonna like those in the metal. If you like short travel, you're gonna like on the metal. And I think, like, I don't really slide when I play, but if you're a slide style player, you should be able to slide easier because it's closer to the ring, if that makes any sense. There it goes. Boom. Now I can see. Okay, good. Let's come back here. Make sure I can see the chat on both things here. What else we got? Okay, so there's the Zens. So yeah, Zen's looking good right now. Dual pad. What's dual pad have in their lineup? Their full lineup here. And I had this video made, but I didn't like the editing, so I need to just redo this and put it out. I call it that's another thing in my notes. I think I'm gonna start calling these versus videos. I'm gonna stop saying versus. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, here is my channel, right? And like this, M Ultra Gen 2 versus everything. The name of the title means the review comes. So here's what happens. The review comes out today, like the first of the month, that Monday. The next Monday, the versus comes out. So you say, here is the pad, and then here's how that pad compares to all the other ones in the lineup. So I think I'm gonna stop saying versus, because, and the thought is people are still looking for that new pad. That way my goal is the algorithm keeps sending it, right? That's because if you don't, you know what I'm saying? People don't know this, but when you start doing content, you're really talking to the algorithm less. I'm talking to you guys. So I think I have to change the name so that way new people that are, because I get so many questions, or I see so many people saying, hey, I don't know what is this? What does this mean? I think it'll help. So here's the M Ultra Gen 2 and here's the M Ultra Gen 2 versus. So anyway, I might just say, here's the pad, and then here's their, I have it at the end, the Hot 42 COSMOX lineup, October 2025. I think I'm just make that the title from now on. That way people know, oh, here's everything. I'll change the thumbnail probably. I don't know, I'll figure it out. All right, so back to business. We look for pads here, back to business. We're looking at Vermillo. Oh wait, I'm sorry, dual pad, full line. Get out of the way, Windows. Okay, dual pad store. Yeah, I figured if they had a unique offering or gimmick in Jigs the Box, it was justified to buy it and experiment. Also, why you see Orville and I trashing the Nova Blade. I'm about to pull it up. I have that in my list, the Nova Blade too, or the Corsair Nova and the Nova Blade. Okay, so they have the Zen. They have the, wait, what is it? They have a breakout board for $10. What? They have the Zen Pro. Here's where I get all fun fact. I ordered keycaps not knowing they were dual pad, and yeah, I use these all the time. The dual pad keycaps, I miss, so people don't know this, back in the good old days, in what, 2025, May of 2025, these switches, I mean, these keycaps used to be $3 for a pack, and now they're $8. It's crazy how inflation just messed everything up. They got the mini for $35. Oh, they go, woof. There's a mini. I don't know if you like this style though, but there's a mini. The A16, A14, I have those, I like those. Here's the flat box. These flat boxes used to be my favorite starter pads because they used to be $25. But I mean, this is all before tariffs. And then the C12 came out, and I was like, okay, don't buy flat box anymore. Get the C12, because the C12 is the same thing, but way, way, way better. And that's $40 now. So we'll see what that looks like real quick. And we'll move on to the next brand. And they have the 14. Yeah, so the dual pads doing their thing. A lot of good stuff in their lineup. Whoops, go back. They have the breakout board. So if you're looking for a board, they actually have them like super cheap. Interesting. If you have a box or something, you just want to throw a GP20 in there, and a pass-through port. What? That's super cheap. Huh. There's the mini. I have this mini actually. Mine doesn't do artwork. I think I have to like change the top. I have the mini, and here's the 1614, A16, A14. Just make sure you get the cross. Don't get the EPIG. And I'm only really talking about things. Most things I have experience with. C12 is really good. Boom, done. Vermillo. Vermillo, what's going on Vermillo? Do they have any sales? Let's see if they have anything on there. Yep, they sure do. Black Friday, 15% off plus half shipping. B2G1 pre-order new product. There you go, boom. So tons of sales. And also if you use Dr. Jones on their site, you get a discount, because that was my code from like the top of the year. Let's see what their new pads are looking like right now. Where's the FK2? And I hope I don't lose my voice. I went walking in the cold last night, and my voice better not go out further than this. FK2 is right here. Black Friday. Buy one, get one, 15% off. Buy two, get one free. Wait, what? Buy one, get one with 15% off. Buy two, get one free. Don't forget to use discount code and BF15. Wait a minute. If you purchase multiple keyboards, remember to add the gift to your card. Wait, what? Oh, wait, you gotta buy two of the same thing, I bet you. This offer is applied automatically, no promos required. Buy three, offer three, buy two, get one free. Purchase two keyboards, you'll get one. Oh, that's the catch. You get a free Manilo 65% keyboard. See, they almost got me. I was about to say, if you could buy an FK2 and an HA10, one of those would be free. Let's see what this looks like. Add to cart. There's the Kasai. Here's FK2, so we'll add this to cart too. And FK2 is for $129 is a really good price. And the induction switches and all that stuff. Add to cart. How can I not see this? Check out. Okay, no. So there you go. It's not like this. You get this free keyboard, which is the Manilo. Where's Manilo? Right there. So let's add one of these to the cart and see if this comes out free. here's their discount. Oh, where'd it go? Get out the way. Was it BF15, something like that? Well, Alex, I have my own code. DRJ1ES. Dr. Jones. Couldn't use this in discounts. Is there a discount already applied? Oh, well, there you go. Use BF15. You get $100 off. But, oh yeah, the keyboard's free. So you get a free keyboard and you get another discount. Wow, Vermillo's killing it right now. So even if you don't use the keyboard, it's free, right? And that's HE. Wait, that's an HE keyboard. Is that a Hall effect? It's magnetic. Okay, go to cart. Wait, delete some things off here. Delete that one. So we'll keep the keyboard in that. Go to checkout. Oh, no. It's not free. Maybe I picked the wrong keyboard. Anyway, you probably need the basic Manila. And it probably said it. I probably just missed it. Okay, let me check the chat. I'm over here looking at stuff. Shopping. He said 100% of none of my homies rocking the Nova Blade. That's a trap. It's probably like an OLED and wiring that costs. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, the actual boot. The board's probably 20. That's a good point, yeah. Bell, yeah, it's almost a third. It's free, yeah, 65. Let's see, Itera? Itera. I think it's Itera. Shout out to Itera. Happy Sunday. Hello, my Leverless is too loud. Do you have tips? I do have tips for you, Leverless. It's too loud. First, I need to know which pad you're on, because then I can tell you what switches. Because if you're on a Tikitaka, or if you're on a DOIO, or if you're on a whatever, a metal, metal whatever, I definitely had something for you. So here is the Void. Where's my other ones at? Oh, hold on. I'm over here like showing you this right here. Point being is the LoFree Voids are super silent. The Kailh Tans are super silent. And the Deep Sea Islets are like some of my favorites. And I'll show you those right now. Hold on. Where's Discord? Where are my... Here, I'll drop you. So I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at slowing down and being in the moment. Don't be in a rush. I start getting a rush because I don't want to... Where's silent? Here they are right here. So here's the Deep Sea Islets, and I'll drop this so you can find these. These are super quiet. Wait, those are the wrong ones. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. I gotta get faster, like dropping links. That way it helps people. They are... yeah, I said the wrong one. Don't get those. Get the Islets, not the pinks. I don't like the pinks personally, because I never used them. These are whales. No, it's not it. Those are whales. Where's the Islets? Are these Islets? Here we go. Islet Pink Mini. Okay, perfect. I'm colorblind. Am I pink? Silent Mini Linear. Okay, perfect. And here's the link. That way it's so much easier to find it. Kailh sandwich. Similar to Deep Sea. Okay, I sent you the right link. That is the right link. That is the right link. And here's an AliExpress link if you need it. I'll put this in here so you can find it. And you know what? Let me grab mine. Are mine pink? Okay, are these pink? Where's my screen so I can see? Again, I'm colorblind, so I can't tell. I thought they were blue and white, but maybe they are pink. I don't know. But they're silent and they're fantastic. And the Voids, I just got those in, so I'm like 2 seconds away from telling you to get those. I'll show you what those look like. The only reason I haven't really pushed the Voids is I haven't had enough time with them yet. Right. So here's the Voids, and these are gray to me. They might be green, but they look gray to me. I'll show you what these look like. So given what you're looking for, the Deep Sea Islets are fantastic. These work on every pad. They're just quiet and quiet. Then LoFree. These just came out. I just got these, and here's the Void. Perfect, boom. So the difference is these have a slightly softer force. These are a 40, and the deep sea, get out the way. The deep sea Islets, where's it at? Where's the force at? Show me the force, Luke. Where's the force? Specifications. 45. Wait, that's the Islet Mini. Boom, right there. Islet Minis. They're 43. So in use, they're going to feel almost the same. Almost the same. Right, so... yeah, and I can't test it. I actually have them in my test pad. I'll pull it over here. I can show you. But here, just to give you a clue what you're looking at. And give me 2 seconds. I'll grab my test pad off the shelf. Because I just made it, too. Go up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, you're in a P12. Yeah, the P12 can be loud because it's a plastic base. So you're getting that echo is what you're getting. So when you put the deep sea islets or LoFree voids, you know what, get the islets because the voids sound fine. They just have like a it's like a ting. I don't know what is ever so silent. You know, people probably don't even hear it, but I can hear it. And again, I don't mind it. I don't care, but I need to be like fully clear. Oh, and don't forget the O-rings. Shout out to MB Wolf. Very good point. I use O-rings, and here's the O-rings. I put these on all my pads, and I'll drop a link to the. I don't really have like a preferred O-ring yet because I haven't spent enough time like diving into them. But these are like $3. See, the price here looks different. I'm not logged in, so these are different prices. Let me get my links. That way I can kind of show you what I use because I don't want to show you the wrong thing. Give me 2 seconds here. O-rings right here. Boom. Lower sound. Older. Okay, this is the one. Where's my wrong keyboard? Paste this. Boom. So those are the O-rings, and then I'll paste this in here so I can find it. Also, go over here so I can show you all what I'm talking about. And when it comes to O-rings, here's what I do. I use O-rings on everything except low profile switches. I don't use them on low profiles. I just don't like the feel personally. And personally, it feels like I don't need it because there are like the O-rings is also going to make your switch a little bit short travel. So here's one. Just make sure you buy the white. Don't get the black. And I know what you're thinking. Well, this is black or that is white. The reason you want the white is technically clear. So when you put it under any keycap, it's going to shine through practically clear. Whereas with the black, any colored keycap, you're going to see a black ring, like a faint black ring under all your colors. And it's not a big deal. I don't really like it personally. But look, $4, and you might find it cheap with Prime, but it's 200. Like, I mean, you get 200 of these things, and they're super cheap. And again, as far as weight, like 40 ounce, I know Sen and I, this is a couple months ago, Sen and I were talking about this, probably Orville too, but you know, we're going down the rabbit hole of rings and stuff like this, and you can get deep into it. The biggest thing I've noticed is the weight of that ring can affect like the snap of your switch because you're putting a weight on your keycap, but it doesn't matter. Like you'll figure it out. I've tried 2 different brands and they both felt good. Thicker felt fine. The thin felt fine. You'll be just fine. Like, do what feels right to you. Let me show you my sound. My biggest thing for you is just to try and see what you like. All right. So here is my current test pad. This is the Hot 42 E16. This is the mirror layout. Like I don't really play this way, so it's kind of on the shelf. So let's figure out, look, why don't I just start putting switches in here, and that way I could test them all out and just in the moment. And I have my list here, so I know what's what. And the sound will be louder because this is a plastic and a hollow base, and the feel is a little bit snappier because it's like a hard plastic. But anyway. What I'm getting at is if you play on acrylic or different things, I mash, they absorb your impact compared to metal and plastic. They don't. So they can, like metal and plastic can feel snappier, whereas acrylic, you may need like a firmer switch to give you that same feel. But we're going down the rabbit hole. I don't think you want to go down. So you were asking about the void and the deep sea. Deep sea, this is A. All right. So my mic filters, hopefully you can hear this. So where's A? A is right here. Okay, so X is a wind engine. So here's a wind engine. And now here is a deep sea islet. All right, so you can see a big difference. The void is B. So A and B. A and B. Okay, so that one. All right, here we go. So the void and the deep sea are, the void is slightly louder than the deep sea, like ever so slightly. But, you know, compared to this, to any other switch, especially the Surfer. Where's the Surfer? The Surfer I'm excited to try out, but these things are freaking loud. The LT is loud. But they're snappy, but there's loud. I need more time. I still need more time to test on different brands. And I was actually putting on the website my top 10 pads, top 10 switches, top 10, all that type of stuff, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I would tell you, look at the voids. LoFree is going to be cheaper. Like you'll get 30 for the price of 20 compared to the, well, the deep sea will be the same price. They're probably the same price, but you can't go wrong with the deep sea. Just go with those because I haven't had enough time with the voids to recommend something that I may not like in a month from now. Like the ice cream, I like the Kailh ice creams, but I still haven't had enough time to like, I had to pause myself. Like, wait, you haven't really had enough time to really lock in on different models and different things, right? So anyway, that's that. Yeah. Where am I? There's my browser. Where is my list? Okay. Yeah, no problem. So we talked about dual pad. We've talked about Vitrix. We talked about Vermillo. And Vermillo, that's a big sale for Vermillo. So if you're looking at Vermillo, I would definitely make sure you go to their homepage and there's sales right here on the front, and also get your free keyboard. Like, don't miss out on that. Oh, it's right here. Boom. Is this bestseller? Prestige Silent. It's got to be this one, I bet you. And I'm sure it's set. I probably missed it because I was going kind of fast. But anyway, that's Vermillo. Yep, definitely found some good things with Vermillo. Next is the Corsair Nova. This was on sale. Amazon. Okay, I'll do it myself, Amazon. Thank you. I want to do it. Oh, there it is. It's still on sale. There you go. So I've not tested this in person, but it's down from $250 to $199. So if you even look at this pad, it's wireless, PS5 compatible out the box. What type of switch is it? Hall effect or magnetic? I'm not Hall effect. Yeah, Hall effect switches, hyperdrive Hall effect switches, ultra responsive, all those things, right? Again, I haven't played with this yet, haven't tested it yet, but yeah, $199, $50 off is really good. And while we're on Amazon too, the Brook. Uh-oh, I'm losing my mind. I can't think right now. My mind just froze up on me. The Brook Starburst. I was like, what am I looking for? Starburst. I need to look across the room. That would actually do me a big favor. Boom, still on sale. $200. And this is PS5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, Switch 2, PC, all the places, all the things. It has like the cover and all that stuff. It comes with the white range switches out the box, upgraded switches. Why are the switches different color? Oh, just letting you know you can do it. Okay. I was like, those are not the same switches. There you go. There's the cover. You can change the height. I don't know who types like that, but you can change the height and all that type of stuff. But yeah, this was, when it first came out, this was like $399. It was absurd how expensive this thing was. But the price come down big time. Big time. So make a note of this one. We looked at the Corsair. We looked at the Brook Starburst. Let's check Speedy Labs. I'm looking across the room here. Speedy Labs. So it's not on sale, but for $120, it's still a good price. because it's metal and it comes with a case and everything else. It's like the FK2. Like those two are very similar in price. You want a compact pad, you would get the Light Fox. And I've had the Light Fox for about a year now. Yeah, wow. I think something like that. The Pro is a lot more, but I talked to them about this, and this is because this is limited stock. Oh, it's out of stock already. Okay, never mind. And this was only a limit. I think they may have made like 500 of these. Like, it was very limited. So the cost to make them, that's why the price is so high compared to the regular Light Fox. Oops, go back. Where's it at? So yeah, the Light Fox, I think you're like, especially like, no, I forgot the switches. The switches on here, if you, okay, here's a way to help you guys out. Where's that? This is, because a lot of people know this pad. Boom. Where are you? Right here, Kitsune. Kitsune's on sale too, but look at that. So if you want a full-size optical switch pad, you're looking at the Kitsune. We all know this pad's been around for a long time. Big, large keycaps, wide spacing, all those things, right? The Light Fox is the perfect companion to this. So I did the review for the Razer, like a month ago. I had to put the Light Fox in the comparison because if you like that style of play with optical switches, the Light Fox is $100 less. Get the Light Fox, and it comes with a case, and it's compact, and it's made out of metal, and you can change the artwork. Like, the Light Fox is really good. I like this thing. I really do. Speaking of Light Fox, shout out to Speedy. Speaking of Light Fox, no sales planned yet. Their price as low as I can get them under. Exactly, Speedy. That's what I thought. I could have sworn I saw it in your Discord that the price is just like Vermillo. The price kind of is what it is. And again, we all know, it's called Space Spade. We are definitely in a bit of a recession right now, especially in the States. So we're all feeling it. So Speedy, keep doing your thing. And I have not forgotten, Speedy, to get with you, to interview you and talk to you. In full transparency, I've been busy with school and we had a group project. My group isn't doing anything. So anyway, all that stuff, the past 2 classes, it's August till now, I've been really getting my butt kicked, but I haven't forgot. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, we're definitely going to do it no matter, because everything's set up and we'll talk through Discord and we'll do it live. But and if you want to talk live now, you're welcome to join and talk now. If you want, just let me know and we'll press the button and we'll bring you into the live chat. But yeah, shout out to Speedy. And you know, are you working anything new? Because again, with the recession, the price is changing. Getting all your supplies now is double the price. Maybe it's 100 to 150% tariff right now between, I think, between things coming from China to the US. So I hope that's not locking up what your next, idea is to create. I know some other brands I talked to are having that issue where we've got ideas in the books, we can't right now, because of the tariffs. I'm sorry, I froze up because I was looking at something. I got a warning message. I was like, what is this more? But yeah, okay, let me make a note. So we talked about Speed Labs across the room. We got to talk about the Ori Nova Blade. I don't even know if I want to bring that up because it's not even available. Wait, is it available? Wait, so is $5 shipping, but I haven't seen this in person. For what I understand, you cannot change the switches out on this pad. So kind of an FYI, if you're looking at this, I would tell you to wait a little while longer till it's officially in the US, because it says shipping, but it says $6 and be here the middle of December. So that tells me it's coming like from Japan or China. I would probably tell you just wait a little while longer for this one. Let more people get their hands on it, myself included, hopefully. And we can kind of piece together what it's like living with it and if it's worth taking your time. Just some prototyping. So Speed says just some prototyping here and there, but things have definitely slowed for sure when it comes to ordering large amounts. That's what I thought. And I knew, I think we all know that the prices are, I'm a little nervous for 2026, because I feel like Hall effect and magnetic induction, all those, all the buzzwords, I really think they were on the verge. I think they still are now. They're on the verge of just like booming. And does it really matter, right? Going from a Kailh mechanical to optical to a Hall effect to magnetic to induction, which is best? You can read the specs and the numbers, but let's all kind of be honest with ourselves. None of us are, well, there are pro players, but for the majority of us, we're kind of getting our butts kicked. We're winning or losing. And, was it me or was it the Switch? But I still feel like the technology is so cool. And at GP24, just incorporate a lot of that stuff into the firmware now, as far as the team working on that. So I feel like 2026 is going to really hit the ground running with new things. So hopefully it doesn't slow like people yourself. Like these creators do great things. I hope it doesn't slow you guys down because we need you guys in the community. You guys are doing a great job. And a reviewer. It keeps me going too, so I get to review new things. Shout out to me. Shout out to me and shout out to you guys too. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I was gonna look at with the Ori. Does Fightbox have any sales? See if Fightbox has any sales. Fightbox. I don't see any. I need to email them and ask them if they have any sales going on, and tell them, hey, put it on your homepage, because in the States at least, it's that time of year. It's the holiday season. We're gonna blow some cash and get some. Wait, pause. That's not a pause. Yes, sir. And get some. But I like the Fightbox. I have these. I like these, but I need to see if I can get a B Pro sent out to see if because the original B, that was my first pad. It was fun. Code, shout out to Code. Happy Sunday, Code. Happy Sunday, Speedy. If I didn't say Happy Sunday. But yeah, I need to check into them. But Fightbox, they are a lower cost hitbox, but they're still metal. They're still real buttons. They're still real boards. I don't see reason. I like them. I use them because I have my split layout one over there. I like the layout. It's really nice. Do we do? I know who. I know who to do. I know who. Here we go. So with the Kailh keys, they're actually on a run right now. They must have ramped up before all this tariff stuff started, because they've got new things coming, and this one just showed up. This one's coming next week. They're selling Kailh Sticker Falcon switches. This metal pad is fantastic. The 21 is fantastic. Like, I don't really have a complaint on any of the Kailh keys. And so funny is the name, like, we all know Kailh for Street Fighter. So Kailh keys kind of like, I don't know what it makes anybody feel, but they're already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models in. They are quickly creeping up on dual pad and quickly, not creeping up, but following the path of Hot 42. I'll put it that way. So they have their new booter. It was so funny. Orville just gave me a hard time. I've had this thing on my desk for like 2 weeks. And I'm debating, I wanted to open it live, play it live. I want to do this. I had all these ideas for this thing, but this will be used. If I go live on Tuesday, I'm not sure if we're going to be in town, but if I go live on Tuesday or Sunday next week, this will be used because the Kailh keys is right here. Here's the GK18. And this thing is fantastic. The review will be out tomorrow. Leave a comment. This might be the new starter pad for people. My new starter pad. So I'll be using this with that. Let's see here. It's, where's that? It's right here. Look at that. And it's on sale. It's already basically $55 because the 16 is 53. The 18 is $4 more. Okay, don't buy the 16. Just don't do it. No, okay, let me slow down. I can't see. I'm sorry, I can't see. Here is the 18. This is 57. Here is the 16. This is 53. $4 more. You're getting the exact same. Here, how can I make this? And again, the 16 is fantastic. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with 16. I think it plays great. Right there. Okay. So I have too many tabs open. I can't slide things around. Can I go back? Go back. Code says, or Sid says, smiling. Facts. I need to come back to this one. This one, I think, comes tomorrow or Tuesday, so I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. Here we go. And also, please hit the like button. Please and thank you. Okay. So. Sorry, my alarm is going off in my ear. That'd be crazy. So here is the 18. Here is the 16. It's the same pad, right? See the 16 layout? Zoom in. Here's the 18. It's kind of a flat picture, but anyway. Here's the 18. Exact same pad, just split apart. And you get a left pinky if you care or don't care. You get a middle button if you care or don't care. You get an extra up button if you care or don't care. And the layout is the same. And you get like a lights rocker switch, a lights on and off switch, because anyone that's used the Kailh keys or dual pads in knows when you turn these things on in the dark and you get up to get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, whatever you got to do, the aliens have arrived. They're taking you to their home planet. The whole room is going to light up in multicolor fashion. You're going to wake everyone up on the roof. It's insanely bright. It is bright, right? This pad you can turn it off, or you can dim it. You can't see it in the picture, but there's a little rocker switch on the very top there. You can dim it and change the pattern and all that stuff. Yeah, and it's $55, 57, 55, same difference. $60 out the door. This is, and they're making it hard to say this is not the best starter bag because it's C12, C16. This is one I usually send people. Oh, did I spell that right? 2 T's. Come on, Amazon, help me. Where's my AI slave? Work slave. Here's C16. Fantastic pad. Metal, all the different things. Change your artwork with a push of a button. Fantastic pad. This is the one I usually recommend to people. No rim, no rings and all that stuff. It's just a simple pad to go. Boom. This is still in my current, like on AliExpress is cheaper than this. On Amazon it's 82. AliExpress I think it's like, where's Ali? I think it's like 50 some. It's $60. So roughly the same price. So fantastic, right? C16 is a great pad. But if you're in the States and you just want it, and again, I'm two people that just want to try Leverless, you've never been down this road before. For $60, like, yeah, you can't go wrong with either one of these. But again, it does have the rings and stuff, the REM buttons, all that stuff. So you don't like that, which I don't really play that way. But if you don't like that, then you know, whatever. But you just have all these options. Bill's the C16. See, where's the S? Right there. Boom. The S, I think, is a really good pad. But the only reason I don't push people here as their first is because the layout is so unique that once you go to any other pad, you're going to be kind of like frozen a little bit. But if you're coming from this and you're like, you know, I want my own style. I want 2 left pinkies. I want a center button. I want my pills in the bottom. See, S is in the same platform. They feel exactly the same, just different layout. Both are fantastic pads. And that's what the Kailh keys is just like, oh, if I want, wait, where's the other one? It's not Kailh keys. Who am I thinking? I think Mavericade. And this style actually comes from Mavericade. So shout out to, I always say Maver, I think it's Maver. But shout out to Mavericade. Any sales from Mavericade? Let's check their homepage. Probably not, because they're a smaller team also. But this pill layout, boom, right here, came from them. Hello, right there. The key brawlers were the start. They have the low profile. This is the MX, but I like the low profile better. But point being is you can do whatever you want with the Mavericade. You can pick your style. All the different. It's metal. Like when I say metal, it's a sheet of metal on the bottom with acrylic layers on top, the pad pre-installed, foam and all that stuff. Yeah, and an extra large screen or large screen. Yeah, Mavericade's doing their thing. But I'll come back to all those brands in 2 seconds. This one is basically a C16. Like there's no confusion. This is a C16. Not so much a clone, because I hate to say that word because people are going to think it's a knockoff. It's just a very similar layout because Hot 42, if you like the C16S, technically this is somewhat of a clone of a DOIO. Where's DOIO? Where is their pill? Right here. Right there. If you like that pill style layout, Mavericade started it. DOIO did the metal version of, like, this is all metal. Like they kind of changed it up a little bit. They they styled it a little different. Tikitaka did it too, and then Hot 42 is actually 3rd or 4th to bring this style out. But since they're kind of a bigger known brand, like we all know Hot 42. It yeah. But yeah, so with Kailh keys, this one, like I said, just came out. So we'll see how this goes with all the artwork and all that stuff. And what's the price of this one? And it's $60. Like all their stuff is $60. And with Kailh keys, you know, all their pads of the menu system. And you know what, Speedy? I was going to tell you, in your next firmware, well, it's probably not worth it. I made a menu toggle video. You may just want to put the menu button preset. No, that's because you have 2 extra function buttons. Never mind. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just leave it the way you have it. The way you have it is perfect. Just leave the Lightfox alone. It's already set. Like, let it do its thing. But yeah. If you want the Kailh Sacred Falcons, these are 20 for 20 basically. So you can find those here. There's different places selling these now. They've gotten bigger, so you can find these all over. And that's another thing I forgot. This pad comes with Sacred Falcon switches pre-installed. Right there, pre-installed. And where's the other one? This one too, if I remember right. Where are you? I'm almost guaranteed. I'll know when it comes in this week. I'll know the switches, but I'm almost guaranteed it's Kailh Sacred Falcons in this thing. So it's like, wow, Gal keys is, oh, there you go, Kailh Falcons right there, boom. They're definitely trying to compete. So yeah, there's a tariff in place somehow. And then if you like metal, if you like rings with metal, this is my metal with ring starter pad. Like if you like the R16, if you like the Gal keys, if you like, who else has rings? Dual pads in, you know, all these different versions. Like you just want to try rings and you want premium. This pad, lots of this would be on sale too. So $90, and it's full metal. It's a full size pad. It's super thin. It comes with stock red switches. You have to change switches because I think we all know how I feel about reds. There's nothing wrong with the red switch. I just don't like them because they're mushy and they're rattly, and I'm not a fan. But there's nothing wrong with them. I have to preface that, but make sure I say it clearly. There's nothing wrong with those switches, but you know, Gal key, an extra large screen, the menu button on top, change all your settings. They do have their own custom firmware. That could be a little bit of a hassle, but let's be completely honest. Like, you don't really change your firmware day one. You don't need to, but just like a FYI. But yeah, the Gal keys lineup. We're going to talk about Hofree 2. You know we're going to talk about Hofree 2, but Gal keys and dual pad too. You just can't not say their lineup. And they're on Amazon. The other thing part that makes them unique is I haven't found these on AliExpress, but if you're in the States, and again, if you like ringed controllers, if you don't like ring controllers, you know, don't bother. But if you do, the prices just can't be beat. Because where's Amazon? How much is a R16? They're really competing with this right there. $70. Go back, please. Really, when you're going to go, because you're comparing it to this. The R16 this is known for the left pinky, right? So the R16 came out last year, 2024 in June, it's July. And it's still a good price, $70. It's still a great pad. Like I use this thing. There's nothing wrong with it. But the thing is, they were one of the first ones to do this style of clip the rings to the top and then lower the heights that way the switches sit a little bit higher. So it looks like an arcade button. That's the goal, right? So now you fast forward a year and a half later, dual pad has a newer version that's cheaper, that's more solid and more premium. Gal keys is a newer pad that's more solid, more premium. So it's, again, it's not that it's worse. It's just, where's the dual pads? I have a lot of tabs open. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Here we go. So it's not that anything's better or worse. It's just you take a design and you improve it. Right? Zen doesn't creak. The R16 creaks, but I still use it. It's a great pad. My nephew has it. He uses the thing all the time. All right, so yeah. The Gal keys and dual pads feel almost identical the way they feel. It's just you're kind of deciding on your layout. If you like tighter spacing, which I get a lot of comments, people saying, hey, I like tighter spacing. Things are too wide. Get the Zen. Just go dual pad. They have tighter spacing. And then if you want standard, you can start with the Gal keys or Hofree 2 and kind of go from there. And if you don't want rings, the Hofree 2 C16 is still slowly, this is still kind of still my like starter pad. And again, from AliExpress, because Amazon is $80, AliExpress is cheaper. AliExpress, it is $60. So I would say this is in free shipping, right? So you pick this up, you use your coupon. Look, $10 off. So it's $51. It's $10 off. Yeah, this is the starter pad of the C16. But if you're in the States and you need a starter pad like right now, where'd it go? Where'd it go? This GK18, this is definitely like where to start for $57 and 2-day shipping. It'll be here tomorrow. I think I like this. It'll be, or it's this Saturday, but because it hasn't officially released. I don't know what's going on yet. What day is it? Today's the 23rd. Get it by the 26th, so by Wednesday. Boom. So you can wait 2 weeks or wait 3 days. You know, anyway. Start to look like Amazon. Like my tabs. Yeah, my tabs are crazy right now. I definitely need to close some things out. My PC is going to start freaking out here too in a minute. Great. I was about to ask about button spacing. Which controller is tighter spacing for? Yes. So when it comes to tighter spacing, I'll grab an R16 here if I can. Slide this back a little bit. So here's what I'm getting at. Oh, I can't see. Okay. Okay. So see the. Oh, where's my quarters? Do I have any quarters on my desk? Yeah. All right. So just to clarify what I'm kind of getting at here, for those that know they want button rings or like button rings, you probably want them because you think you're going to slide. Okay. Here is the E16. This is a standard layout for every controller, right? I'll make a general statement, just go along with me, all right? For the most part, every controller is roughly 2 American quarters. Don't fall. The keycaps are roughly 2 American quarters tall, right? So if you take 2 quarters, put them on a desk, You can't see right here, right? And play like this. That's what's going to feel like when you're activating the switch, right? 2 quarters up, 2 quarters down. That's what you're playing with. Okay. When you play with the ring style, it's still 2 quarters up, 2 quarters up. The throw is not changed. They made the pad thinner. They clipped the ring on it. So the ring itself is 2 quarters. The switch is another 2 quarters. So technically, off the base to touch the top, it's roughly 3 to 4 quarters tall. So when you're playing, like when you're sitting with it, your fingers are about 3 to 4 quarters off. And again, this is all semantics to a lot of people, right? But and you won't, once you own it, you won't notice it. But if you're used to playing flat, you will feel it come into this. But once you get used to it for like a day or two, you won't care. But just kind of like a FYI. Or if you go from this to this, you're gonna be like, wow, everything feels so flat and low. It's all just people that come from arcades. They like feeling the rim. It's really not even, because again, if you try to slide, imagine stacking 2 quarters side by side. If you do like this on the table, you're going to bump the quarters off the table, right? So people think they're getting this so they can slide. If you push hard, look, see how my finger stuck? If you just slide, it kind of does it, but you're still like pushing the switch. So what you're really looking for is I want to feel a button to know where I am. I just want to feel, it makes me feel comfortable. That's what you're doing. Now, that's been stated. Spacing. Where's my quarter? Now I'm going broke. I lost my quarter. We're in a recession. I got no quarters. I'm broke. Okay, so here's the quarter, right? See the spacing here? You know, this quarter fits through here pretty much just fine. All right, but here's the thing. On the Zen, it doesn't even go through. See, they're almost touching. So I had the S top out the other day, and I put it on here, and it looked like the same spacing, but I know for a fact it's tighter. I know it is, because during the review, like I size it all up. So if you have a Hot 42S or M Ultra Gen 1, or M Lite or P12, or, you know, some of these different things, the Zen's going to feel right at home. It's going to be slightly more ergonomic, and it's just tighter. But you know, your FYI, you will have rings. Who cares? But just kind of FYI. So I hope that, I probably rambled, but I hope that made sense what I was trying to convey. So if you like tighter spacing, dual pad is kind of where you want to look. And then when you go like to the Kailh keys, the R16, the C16, because C16 same layout, there's just no rings, right? So all those, they are technically wider, but it's not by like a mile, right? It's just like a little bit wider. Whereas when you go to the T, like, I'm actually like figuring out what switches I'm going to put. This is the V. When you go from those to this, it's drastically wider. Where is, it's like, here's this, the E is just a C flipped over, right? So if I flip this over, you can see that's a huge difference. Huge difference. Like, see the directionals, how, look at how big, I can stick my finger in here. There's like a big difference. And again, when I play Tekken, I have a XXX riding glove hand. Like, I have long fingers, right? So I also play weird. My thumb is here and my fingers are wrapped around it. So if I play the smaller pads, I'm cramped up. So I play the big ones like this. And for me and my weird play style, it plays better for Tekken. For Street Fighter, I play natural. I have my fingers open. For 2x Kailh, they're open. So I like a tighter spacing for those, right? So that's kind of just how I play, because I play weird. But I'm dropping everything. But I hope that kind of like explains what you're looking at. And what I mean by sizing, spacing, you know, all the little nuances of things, right? Yeah, up and still. So, and also the Vermilla FK2. Let me grab that. The Vermilla FK2, if you know you're a slide player, like, you know that's how you play. This is for anybody. There is, like, it's probably not coming on camera. There it is. There's these little rings, but they're built into the plastic case. Like, there's no clips. It's molded in the case. And the way these induction switches, like how they feel, they're already like kind of soft. So this is one of the pads where I can truly go fast or slow. I don't bump into them. Like, again, I don't play that way, but if you do, like, you know that's how you play. Like, some people do like a circle like this. Because I get asked about, hey, well, can you circle slide? Which I don't do that, but they do. This pad is the pad you want if you slide. Like just is what it is. You can't really change the feel of the switches because I've been looking at this store for almost a year now, and they don't sell the other versions. It's like a black induction and a pink. There's different colors in the store, but no retailer resells the switch, if that makes sense. So you're kind of locked into what this is. It's silver and it feels fine. It's a nice switch, but that's like a FYI. If you like sliding, just get FK2, get an adapter because you're on PS5 or Xbox. There is no pass-through port. You have to plug it to the end of the cord. But I mean, come on, every pad's like that. But yeah, FK2 is good for sliding and tight spacing. The Zen though is the tightest. You know, I don't have all my... What am I doing here? Got my advertisements up here because I have promotions I got to talk about. I don't have my branding up or nothing. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Shout out to me going 2-2, almost 3-2 at Evo. Almost playing Tekken. Appreciate you bringing this up because I think it's not discussed enough, although ultimately it comes down to person. Yes, and I was thinking about my reviews. I always put the comparison at the end. Like I'm starting to realize it's kind of long, so I might need to try to shorten that up. But the whole point is the comparison at the end. I always pick 3 controllers that are similar, or and the goal is not to like this is better, this is worse. That's not really what I'm saying. Like in those comparisons of every review I do, the comparison at the end is just if you like this pad, here's 3 things to consider. It's like the Kailh keys come out tomorrow. You're going to see here's the pad, here's the GK16, GK21 compared. I think the R16, I have one more of the Zen, right? So again, it's not which one is better. It's just if you like this, here's some other things you might like. They're in the same kind of general family, or all this stuff. Merlin, shout out to Merlin. Happy Sunday, Merlin. And happy Sunday, Fabiano MMF. Happy Sunday. So I hope that helps people as well when they look at it. But yeah, yeah. I'm currently using the 8-bit. Oh, the 8-bit dough. Hold up. 8-bit dough. Big fan of this wireless pad. This pad, I love this pad. And the reason I love this pad is, let me scoot stuff out the way. I'll show you. I just took this. I might just leave this off the whole show. So here again is basically, this is a Hot 42T, Hot 42M plus, Hot 42M, Hot 42T, M plus, U, V, Razor Kitsune, 8-bit dough. All 7 of those are this layout. Okay, 25mm keycaps. Here's 23mm keycaps, 125. All of these are all 25s. So I put this here, and I'll just do this way. This is so much easier to take this off. If you just bend this, you can lift this right up. It's hard to do. I'm upside down. Y'all don't know this, but I'm like doing this upside down. So bear with me here. Come on. Bend, please. Bend and come off. Got it. Here is the 8-bit dough. Here is like a what do you know? It's the exact same thing. Right? We're talking about the Core 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, right? Same exact layout. I mean, the pills are different shapes and all that stuff. Like these 4 are like unique, but they're the same thing. So right, and if I took a Kitsune and put this on top, same thing. If I put this on Kitsune, 8-bit dough, T and plus M U V, they're all the same. Large keycaps, wide spacing. So this is too wide for you when you come to like anything like a C, or which in general could be Hot 42C, it could be a Kailh keys, it could be an R16, it could be a dual pad. A dual pad is a little bit tighter, but you get where I'm going with this. It's different. I'm currently using 8-bit dough levels, yep, and I feel the buttons sit too high. Okay, too high. And I like some of the tighter spacing facts. So what you want is, if you already have that pad, you may want the Zen. You're not gonna look at the Zen Pro or the Zen because it's gonna be too high for you, because you want it lower. You're gonna want the M Ultra Gen 1 because you want tighter spacing. I'll grab that the shelf. Give me a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Ugh, don't drop everything. Here is the Gen 1, here is the Gen 2. So what's the biggest difference? The Gen 2 has the left pinky right here. That's the initial difference, all right? Also, the Gen 2 removed this top button and put it right here. See how the Gen 1, there's 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Here, there's 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top. So I don't play that, I don't really care, but some people do use this button for different things. That has been moved over here. Okay, so now we said that. Wait, first of all, shout out to Balthazar McLovin. Oh, McLovin, shout out to McLovin. Where's, oh, my board volume is too low, but shout out to McLovin. Anyway, any Superbad? I love Superbad. I can't wait till my kids are old enough to watch Superbad. Like, I mean, they're grown by that point, but as a parent, when do you start watching like crazy movies with your kids? Maybe you don't. Maybe I'll just tell them, hey, go watch this movie and let me know what you think. Anyway, he said, hey man, thanks for all the reviews. No problem, no problem. Will you be reviewing the new Vermil HA10? I hope so. I'm very curious about that, about a few things. I hope so. The tariffs are playing a factor in that, but I hope so. So you have the 8-bit dough now. Here's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, widest spacing, the Gen 2, middle, right? The Gen 1 is the tightest. But these two are very, very, very similar, okay? I'm about to drop this. What makes them slightly different is, this is the tightest one. The Gen 1 this is a Hover 2S, right? Just on a large metal frame. So it's tight spacing. This will feel just like a Zen, right? It's nice and tight. The Zen might be slightly tighter, but point being is, it's gonna feel noticeably tighter compared to what... You're going like this. So if I'm trying to line this button up, right? So your home button stays the same. Look at your spacing. It's drastically different than what you have now. And again, when I play Tekken, I like it bigger. When I play Street Fighter, I like it tighter. Right. Where's that? It is right here. Yeah, right there. When I play Street Fighter, I like it like this, or Twix KO. But when I play Tekken, because my thumb is weird, because I play funny, I need the spacing so that my hands don't cramp up. So... that's why you guys might see the bigger layouts more on my stream, because I'm a Tekken player. But when I play any other game, you'll notice I switch pads like quick to something else that's tighter spacing, right? So that's the M Ultra Gen 1. Now the thing is, this is kind of going out of production. So you can find this on Amazon for 140, but AliExpress, it used to be like 115. You're gonna be hard pressed to find the Gen 1. All right. So here's the difference. So that's the Gen 1. Here is the Gen 2. So you're thinking, well, they just add a pinky, they just move this button here. What's the big deal? Okay. That is true, but the keys are slightly wider because they added lights around each of the keycaps. So if you took this Gen 1, see how tight the spacing is? If I wanted to add a plastic light in that gap, it just wouldn't fit. I need to space that out. So the E16, the C16, like all those different things, they are an S, but just slightly wider because of these rings, the light rings. So you're gonna find this pad everywhere. This is on sale right now. This is like 100, 105, like definitely big sale. So this is a great pad. And coming from this, you're gonna get what you're looking for. Like, look at this. Where's it? Right there. See how much tighter that is? Down here, like everything is closer. Even here, like it's just closer. Your directionals are noticeably closer compared to the other one, right? It's tighter. But if you had the Gen 1, if you can find the Gen 1 for a good price, it's slightly tighter because of the rings, and you'll get everything you're looking for. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you see I'm going with this. And again, if height is not a concern, then the Zen Pro is going to feel just like the Gen 1, you know, nice and tight, but, you know, it has the rings. So it's going to be slightly taller just because the rings. But most people, once they own it, they don't care. But this is probably the tightest spacing. Where's my stuff? I got a mess here. This goes over here. Okay. Here, put that here. I'm gonna talk about this big boy here too in a second. Fabiano, I think you made a short about this, but what about Dope as Zen plus Kailh shadow hunting? Fantastic. I have. It's funny you say that. My pro is running the shadow hunting switches right now, and fantastic. But again, by design, I'll show you. The Zen and Zen Pro are the same thing. Just give me a second. This is layers of acrylic. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, the board, and 4 and 5. This is 5 layers of acrylic. If they added a 6th layer on here, the rings, like if I took these rings off, I would just add another layer of acrylic to make it 2/4 high, right? And then they'll make it nice and flat. So the point I'm making is the switch height has not changed. They lowered the case height to make it feel taller, right? So if you were sitting like this and I burn off the case, your fingers would just like nothing changes. It's just the case went. So I'm sure that makes sense. I don't want to like beat that horse, but I want to make sure you understand that you're going to put a shorter switch. It's going to feel closer to the case, but a regular switch to a Saker is not like. It's not a. It's shorter. Don't get me wrong. It's shorter in height, but it's not like a drastic drop. Like I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. You're going to notice, but it's not what I think you're thinking, right? So if you like the Zen, definitely put like the shadow hunting in there and you'll be fine. It's going to feel fine. I think your hands will adjust, but you know, if you don't like sitting like, you know, with your fingers up, if you just don't like it, then, you know, then stick with like, stick with the M Ultragen 2, the C16, you know, something like that. Cause there are plenty of options that give you what you're looking for, tighter spacing with a flat feel. Cause I like the flat feel. Like I like the flat. So yeah. Yeah. Don't feel like, I know you want tight spacing, but yeah. 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 I don't know how to say it. Cause again, there's stuff out there. Okay, there we go. Okay. I can't hear it. Is my audio even working on this? Make sure my audio's good. And this appearance, yeah, no problem. I see this. The switch well is not deep enough. I don't think I'm explaining this right. The well hasn't changed. The case is just thinner. That's the better way to say it. Look at this. I'll show you right now. This is the perfect example. I know exactly how to explain this now. This is perfect. This is the Hop-Free 2U. This is the Hop-Free 2V. When you take their clothes off and they get butt booty naked, they're the exact same thing. The exact same controller. They just are. They are the exact same controller, right? So right there. If you look at them, they're the exact same case. Like exact same case. They're both plastic. See the feet in the bottom, the pre-install exactly the same. Well, these are slightly higher. Well, why is one of these? No wonder it sits funny. This one's a little bit higher. That's weird, but they're flush. Like you get the point. They're essentially the exact same controller. All right. Don't break it. All right. And again, when you look at the switch height, the switch is the exact same height off the case. Like nothing changes, the exact same thing. Now, if I have more quarters, I would test it. I would stack quarters next to this thing and see. But this to the top of this to the top of this are the same. Here's where they change. The U has rings clipped onto the top. What do you know? It fits inside. Exact same thing. Wait a minute. I could make my V black. Anyway, but point being, look, everything fits. Everything fits. What's different is these are 25 millimeter keycaps. These are, because the ring, these are 20. These are 20 millimeters inside instead of 23. It's going to feel like a 23 when you touch it, but the actual switch inside, or the actual keycap, excuse me, inside is a 20, right? But the exact same case. Now I take the V top. What do you know? It fits. And see the gap there? Because these keycaps are 20s. This is a 25. So this looks exactly the same. These look skinny. See how, can y'all see that? See how skinny that looks? Right. So the point I'm really trying to get at is now, look how this is 2/4 out the base. But if I slice this top in half, and I just put a piece of plastic around the switch, now the illusion is these are taller, but the reality is I just made the case thinner. So I think that was a good way to explain it. I think that explained it better. That black looks so good on the V. They need to give me a clear V so I can put some artwork on this thing, because this thing right here is like, I really want to do something with this V. I just don't like the PlayStation logo on it. There's nothing wrong with it, but you know, like, I want to customize. That's just me. I just want to, like, but see, this is, the V is actually sealed to the top, so you can't take it off. Like, it's not a big deal. It's more like personal type of thing. I just want to color it because I know I'll be using it for Tekken. So it's like, okay, I want to customize it, make it look how I want it. So over here, it's over here. I should just leave this thing taken apart. I've been taking this apart 5 times already. I take that thing apart all the time. And it's really good for moments like this where you're trying to prove a point. I don't screw these in because it makes it easy to explain what I'm trying to explain. And really, again, just give that visual that don't lock yourself to a brand or lock yourself into a, I don't know. But once you start knowing what keycap size, what switch size, what feel, like, I love the conversation we're having because I can really point you here or there because I know what you're looking for. You're looking for tight spacing, but you want it flat. Okay, then get a C, get a M Ultra Gen 2, get a Vermilla FK2, get a, I'm looking across the room, you know, some of these different things you can get with that lower feel. If you want it higher, like the ASI LVL is tight too, but you don't want short. But we gotta look them up real quick. Wolf was 11 out of 10 for the euphemisms against that. Shout out to Wolf. Oh, let's see here. So, where's my keyboard? Where is my keyboard? Have any sales ASI? Go up. See their homepage. Any sales? I probably should check their Discord server. See if anything's going on there. The LVL sold out. Wow. So this is the one that I have. I have the black edition. And I saw like 4 or 5 of these at Evo too. So they travel well. But they're MX switches, right? You can put different MXs on there. It's not a big deal. But this is nice and tight spacing also. I need to measure this out. And the only reason I forget to bring this up is just because this is in the MX family. So if you like MX switches, I like this pad. Like, it feels nice. It has foam all over. Like, they did a really good job with this. And it has the board on top. You take that off and change a USB-C port. It has the slide in for your adapter. Like, all that cool stuff. They did it for their first Leverless. What am I doing? I can't see. Go back. Thank you. For the first Lev, they did a great job. And I tell anybody that orders the LVL, make sure you order like 2 of these. Just throw these in the box included, because this is your USB-C and the brain to your pad. So like your GP2040, you can have like different boards or different ones, but on every controller, the USB-C will die at some point. So why not just have a couple of them on backup? And boom. So it's only like $10, $20 to your price. That's not bad. Go back. DOIO have any sales right now? And DOIO, if you like DOIO, Full transparency, I would tell you not to buy from their website. The shipping can take a while. Use their website as like, okay, I like whatever they have. I just want to know what their options are. Then go to AliExpress or Amazon and look up DOIO. That's it, right? DOIO HO7C or B, something like that. Yeah, so you come here, and again, these are all metal top and bottom, but here's where you would come to start deciding, okay, which model do I want? And be careful, because things look similar, but they're actually different. And I'll show you what's different here. At first glance, these look identical. Stop moving, please. If you look at the right-hand side, okay, over here, now go a little bit left, you'll notice that the button is on the top. Okay, this is so weird. You're on the right half of the pad, but the top left button is on the top left. Now you're on the right half of the pad, and the top left button is now in the middle. So that's the C. I forgot what model is this. This is the C. This is the C+. So, you know, just, you know, look closer what you're looking at so you get the feel you like. But DOIO has all the different layouts. They have minis, they have full size, they have everything, standard, split, pill, non-pill. Like, they have everything you're thinking of. You'll find with DOIO, trust me. Just, I would probably tell you not to get it from their websites because the shipping will take forever. And if you might have to pay it. Well, it's the shipping is terrible, but you get the point. AliExpress is your better route because you're dealing with the reseller, so you know. And if you have a bad experience, you can go with AliExpress and like complain and get your money back. Whereas DOIO, you're kind of dealing with the vendor and they're slow. We checked Mavericade. Oh, I know, Quamba. We're checking Quamba Sapphire. Quamba Sapphire. So this, fun fact, this was on sale for $145 on Friday. It was like a flash sale. And I didn't post it because I was like, oh, it's going to be, I figured it'd be there like Black Friday all weekend. But no. So, where is their website here? So $179. Usually it's like $20 shipping, something like that. How much is shipping? Shipping, email, shipping. Okay, I am a@b.com. What's the shipping? We'll use, I'm in Texas, so we'll just use Austin for the sake of conversation. Was it 73133, something like that? I forgot. Oh, free shipping. Did I put the right zip code? Let's try, okay, they have free shipping right now. Well. So you're basically just had to pay tax. So you're getting it for probably like $190. So it's $190 here, but now it's on Amazon. It's free shipping. Well, you might as well just buy from Amazon. Is this their official store? It says Qualcomm. Amazon's kind of tricky nowadays. You can't always tell if it's the official, but and it's prime. I would tell you it's good from Amazon. Yeah, it's good from Amazon. Come here. Boom. So you get, if you have Prime, you'll get it tomorrow. Okay, so go to Amazon for this now. This is the place to get it now. I wouldn't mind these designs by DOIO. I usually only use the 4 buttons on the top row and 3 of the bottom ones. This is the pattern from. So you only use the 4 on the top row. So you're using these and these. Oh yeah, then you're sitting pretty. You can get whatever you want at that point. And if you don't really, most things I showed you were full size frames. But if you don't care about size, if you just need tight spacing, you don't care about the size, I would say you got to hop for a 2S. So here's the S, and again, you don't see switches because I have new switches. I need to test them. So I have like the voids here, I have the LoFree Surfers here. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put them in to get a good feel. But anyway, here is the S. This thing is super compact, acrylic, but like super solid, right? And so there's your 4 buttons. There's your bot. Well, this one is angled, so that might be, if you care about that, that could be a concern. But like that, right? Well, it's really nice is Cheapbox. They haven't built any lately, but Cheapbox and Heroic Design is actually still selling his on Etsy. Heroic Design, they have these extenders, and this makes the compact S into a full size pad. And you get this cool little loop to like carry it around, all that stuff, right? I know it's dumb, but I like it. And it has like your pass through here and your power there and your power here, so it doesn't block anything. Same with Heroic Designs, like same thing. If you're in the EU, Heroic Designs is like ships from the EU, so fantastic. But point being is, you get your wrist and you get your tight spacing for but the only catch is, once you spend on the S and the extender, you might as well have got a C. Now, where's my C at? Right. So with the rest on the bottom is slightly bigger, like the little wrist rest down here compared to the C, but you might as well just get the C. Like even for you, Fabian, I'm really interested to just get the C and try that out, because it's going to give what you're looking for. You won't have any rings, like it's all just standard flat, but you get your tight, and it comes with upgraded switches out the box. Your wrist rest is short. You're going to notice like, oh, my wrist rest feels short, like my wrist, who cares? After a couple of days you won't even notice it. But because dual pad, I should reach out and see if they could sell just the acrylic top for like $10. That's 2/4 sticker, so that way I could take this off, put it on top, and now it's a standard flat pad, but the spacing has not changed. Because again, these rings, they're just on there, right? So if you can imagine, just take this top layer off and put like a thicker layer instead of this thin one, put a thick on there, and now your rings are gone and you keep your sand. I'm gonna reach out to them. I'll make a note of that, because that should not be a big tariff on their part. It should be cheap to do. I mean, I don't work there, so hopefully. And it's just an accessory to the Zen. Do you want Zen with rings or the Zen flat? They call it the Zen flat top. The Zen flat top. But the only problem is, are most Zen buyers going to buy it? And that's where the cost gets a little crazy for the vendor, right? Because we're all dealing with the tariffs. They may say, well, it's too expensive to, and I'm going to go into the rabbit hole. But yeah. I'll make a note, because I actually like that idea. Let me write that down right now, because I do not want to forget this. Where's he at? Zen flat top. Acrylic top layer. That is the same height as the rings, and same hole size as current. It just allows you to remove the rings with a new acrylic top. Oh, boom, boom. Oops, I didn't even send that. Whoops. It's back out. That's not even a complete message. They're gonna see it and be like, wait, what? Delete this, delete that. There we go. I'll ping them later. Go back, get out of there. Okay, there, now I'm back. This is the problem with doing stuff live. Okay. Did not mean to send that. They're gonna see the message like, wait, what does this even mean? And write my notes down. Yeah, I don't care about the wrist rest since I'm using it. Okay, yeah, boom. So yeah, get the C16. Just for you, get the C16. Yeah, get the C16. I'm looking across. I'm like thinking as I'm looking across the room, and I'm just telling you that because of your cost factor. So you could try it. If you don't like it, you don't feel you got robbed. And if you can get from AliExpress, just do it there. And there's tons of like coupons. AliExpress 11/11 still going on. Black Friday's going on. Save some money. Just do it there. You have to wait 2 weeks, but yeah, you're gonna like instantly notice the difference. And like I said, the switch feel, you're gonna notice instantly. And also, you have the 8-bit dough. I can almost guarantee you that you did not. I can almost guarantee that you did not take off your switches. These are the LoFree Specters. These things are snappy. and fast and quiet, because you're using the hide mountain clicky switches, hide mountain, tactile, and clicky switches. So not only when you press them, you get like a little like boom, like you have to like really like it's not force, you know what I'm saying, you have to like thump to go, which I don't really like. And when you do it, everybody in the house can hear you going I hear you clicking around the house. Whereas these aren't silent, they're just quieter. This is a metal pad, so it's loud, it's hollow, it's loud. But if you really want to make it silent, just get the deep sea islets, you'll be, you know, super quiet. But yeah, a couple things you can do to upgrade your 8-bit though. But the good thing for you is once you get the C and you decide which style you like, picking like any pad down the road is going to be so easy, because you tried the large keycap wide spacing style. Then you'll have the, where's my C at? My C's on the floor, but you get the point. Then you'll have the C, the standard, I call it standard more, right? The standard tighter layout, you know, smaller keycaps, one large in the bottom. Then you'll know what your hands like, and boom, you're off to the races from that point. You'll see my video, see the comparison, like, oh, okay, I know what this feels like. I do want to try this, or I don't. Like, you'll know, because you have both layers. Oh. The Quamba Sapphire, like, I didn't touch the switches at all. I bought the Shadow Hunting a week ago. Okay, perfect. The Shadow Hunting, I don't remember if I tried those in the 8-bit though. I don't remember if I tried those or not, because it is lower. I think I did, but I didn't like it. And again, that's everybody's hand. There is no best. Okay, don't get caught up what I'm saying. There is no best layout. There is no best switch and all that stuff. It's what your hands prefer. Because like Wolf, he loves clicky, and that's fantastic. What makes me excited is that we're not locked into, like if I had a PS5 controller show right now, if you buy an Xbox controller or PS5 controller, you can't really do anything to it. You got to kind of use it, and you're kind of stuck. So I like that the fact that we can make these feel how we want. All right. Before I forget, shout out to Benfei, because they reached out to like, hey, do you want to review some more stuff? I was like, so what do you have that I use? So I actually use stuff like this. So this is a wireless HDMI adapter. So when I do like things with the kids, or sometimes I teach like IT type class things with augmented reality, virtual reality, I can have my iPad and stick this wireless adapter in, plug this to the TV, and now they could see my iPad when I'm doing like the visuals. Because anybody that's ever done augmented reality, you turn the camera on, whatever it sees, it turns. I make a game. So you hold a piece of paper and you put the tablet in front of it, and when you move like this, the ball goes around the paper. It's interactive and fun for the kids. But shout out to them. This works. If you guys saw that, I clearly say, hey, thanks for sending us paper promotion, all that stuff. So yeah, all that stuff. But, yeah. And the other one they sent was the USB-C capture card. I used this thing to try like recording my iPad to my PC for different, actually I was building an app. So fun fact, I have an app in the store. So if you guys need an Android app, that I should just show y'all, but this actually helped me get some footage off of there and stuff like that. So shout out to Benfei doing a thing. Yeah, good stuff. Sapphire. The Sapphire, if you like MX switches. So I always preface it with that, because I have spent so much time with the Kailh V2 low profile and the V1. I don't even like the V1s, but the Kailh V2 switches that currently is my preferred switch style. Is it the best? No. Is there all these different words? No. It's just what my hands prefer at this time. Okay. So the Sapphire, for the price, you get a lot in the box. You get an extra large case, and you're like, what does that mean? Okay. This thing, can y'all see that? There's still a huge gap over here. Like, this thing is gigantic, right? But that's good, because when you put it on your lap, it feels stable. It's plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap, right? And it feels heavy. Like, there's weight in here. All the mechanics stuff, this grip, like pre-install. I gotta grab my razor kit sitting off the shelf too. But anyway, all that stuff. It has like a metal. There's a metal. It's an L. So a metal L here and a metal L here. You just take. It's like, the thing is, it's 14 screws. So truth be told, I only have like 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. The middle ones, I took those off. Like, I'm not going through 14 screws every time. That's ridiculous. But it does hold together well. You can change your artwork, because the artwork that comes on it, I'm gonna be honest, to me it's ugly. It came out really ugly. But once you customize it, then you can boss up. Then it looks good. It looks violent. It looks dangerous. The 2 blades. And I've had this artwork for like a year. I was so glad I finally got to use it. I've been trying this artwork since the R16 came out. I've been trying to use that artwork on something, and I finally found a home. And it looks really good on here. PC, PS5, PS4, all the things, right? What makes, and again, this is for people that like MX switches. What makes this unique also is it comes with this wrist rest. So this is all magnetized. This comes off the bottom, and you have all your tools on the inside. So you have, once you change, I actually changed the switches on here. When you get it out the box, they feel flat. Like you'll be playing with it, and I know what it is, but because I've played with it and I talked to other people too, everyone feels it. It just feels flat out the box. It just does, right? What's nice is you have, it comes with extras inside. It has your tool here. This tool is a Phillips on one side, flathead on the other. And I learned a new way to take switches out, which I'd never done before. You put it on the right hand side, you just bend, and they just snap and fly. I would have never guessed to think about doing that, but it works every time. And this plunger, get back in there. What's unique about this is you can adjust the height of the keycap. So you can put it in low mode, middle, or high. And the high feels like a C or an E. It feels standard, but the low is extra low. And depending on the switch you pick, you have to adjust it to dialogue. For these switches, they're boxier and taller. I had to put it in medium to get the lowest. So I put it on low, it forces the button, it just holds the button. When I put it in medium, now that's like the new low, and high is the new medium, if that makes any sense. You get blanks. So if you don't use these buttons, like a lot of these buttons I don't use, I just take them out and put the blanks inside. It comes with it in the box. Get back in there. Get back in there. So all your tools are just like always with you. So that's kind of cool. And they did an update to the firmware. So what's really nice is out the box, these two and these two, they're not disabled, but they can only be, you can only have one directional, one of these. Like you only have one of each. With the new firmware, I can make this usable now. I can make these two usable. I can make, you can do whatever you want with it. And that's fantastic. And they did like a month. They had to like out really fast. So I don't really know like a ton. I mean, we all know Quamba, but I don't know like a ton of dealing with them. But dealing with them through email and everything else, I honestly they care because they were fast to fix what people were complaining about. Man, I don't have any complaints now. So if you're on MX, yeah, this is the place to go. I should put the Raptors in right now because I've been saying I'm gonna try it for the longest. I haven't done it yet because I have it comes with cherry speed silvers. I took those out because they felt flat, and these are the Kailh speed silvers that feel way better to me. And then I have the Gyeonwork Raptors that just came in. Oh, did I knock my thing off? The Kailh Gyeonwork Raptors that I need to put in here and see how I like about those, see how they feel. But yeah, yep, Sapphire. So if you like MX, the ASI LVL is fantastic if you want it compact. The Quamba Sapphire, if you want everything in the box you could think of. And oh yeah, I forgot the wrist rest. Okay, the wrist rest. I'm like holding it, but talk about it. Again, the color is ugly. It was called spade to spade. This thing is ugly, but it's got gel in it, right? It sits on it. Now here's the catch. The case slopes kind of down. So when you put this on, again, I have long hands, right? But see where it's kind of like wrist under my wrist. It's like, it's more back. It's more down here than it is right here. And again, I have a longer hand. So if your hands are shorter, it's going to feel like way back here for you. So I think they should have done something right here. Come off. Come off. Where this stays on here. I might reach out to them and tell them this too. And because there's little magnets in the bottom, right? But the magnets could stick to the metal. That'd be better if it sat right there. So that way, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, or maybe like below, like maybe like right here, like right on the bottom. So that way it kind of sits a little bit lower. And people that want this can use this because right now at the box, it just like I usually leave it on top of this part to make it a little bit taller. But I don't even use this thing because it just feels kind of weird. But you can't complain because most people sell you this as an accessory for $10-15. It's in the box for free. So there's so much in the box for free that the things you want to complain about, you just kind of can't. You're like, well, for the price and what I'm getting, and it's PS5 out the box, like it's a good value. It's such a good value. You can't complain. You can't complain. And then the alternative, so that's the ASLVO. Let me grab my. This is actually a good point to talk about people that like MX things, right? So if you like MX, the ASI LVL, first of all, respect the artwork. Respect the artwork, right? The Chainsaw Man. This is probably like one of my favorite artworks. This is one of them. Because this is actually like a Google image I just modified and like put different things in it. We were just watching Chainsaw Man when this came in. So all that stuff, right? And I have the lower profile auto moves, but you could put anything you want in here, and you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, they did a really good job on this. SLVO, but they're sold out right now. This is my first full-size leverless. I went from 3D printed in like November 2023 or December to see if I didn't know what it was. Let me just try this out for 20 bucks because I played it at my brother and I went to some like local place and we tried it out. And anyway, this was the first one that like, okay, I'm gonna buy and like really try this out. Full-size pad, full-size spacing and layout, all that. So this is the Fightbox B1. And at the time, the only catch to this pad is the keycaps, the small ones, they always fly off. It's freaking annoying. It's annoying. So I see they have the B-Pad Pro, and I might reach out and see if I can get one sent in to say, look, they started here. Fast forward to today, here's the newer model of that same pad. So I'm hoping the keycaps don't go flying. But besides that, if you like MX switches, what's nice about this, they sit 2/4 off the base. So this is like a standard height MX, whereas most MX pads out right now, it's like 5/4 off the base. It's really tall. Like the ASLV out the box is like 4.5, 5/4. The Halfway 2 X series right here, it's like 4.5, 5/4. The Quamba Sapphire is low. It's nice, like 1 to 2/4. So the Sapphire and this give you that same low feel, but if you like an MX box style switch, you know, this pad, right? Okay. And then you have the X series, right? And the X series, when it first came out, even now, if you know, here's all the modules. So y'all can't see it's upside down. Okay. If you know you only play low profile, like you know this, right? I would tell you get the M Ultra Gen 2 instead, because it's the same feel, just you're not paying the extra fee for the modularity. Is that a word? But it's going to be a word today. Right? So if you know you're going to change your layout, if you know you might try the stick, you might try MX, you might try the Joy-Cons, or if you know you like MX switches, right? Then this is worth it. So if you're playing, so I have to like, because they sell 2 versions. They sell the MX, which is just like every other ring controller, 2 cords for the rings, 2 cords for the keycaps, same difference, right? Then they sell the low profile, 2/4 off the base for this. If you're playing low profile only, like you know you're not going to change the layout, don't buy the X series, buy the M Ultra Gen 2. It's $100, like 90 bucks cheaper, and you're getting the same general feel for what you plan to do. But if you want MX, you're torn between the ASLVL, the Quamba Sapphire, the X series, the Fightbox B1. You know, start making your decisions from there. But this fits into that conversation, and this becomes worth it at that point, because you're going to buy the MX version, right? Will come with module 1, module 2, module 3, and the base, right? And I think that's like 180, something like that, 190. So it's right in the same price as everything else. That's MX, right? Then as you're using it, you can start buying other modules. Like you could try the Joy-Cons, right? So if you play racing games, you know, it's different. If you just want to put a stick on there, you can grab the stick module and put that on here. If you decide, well, I want to try WAS layout, you can put the WAS up here. Well, I think I want to try low profile now. Now it's worth it to get the modules for this, if you like an MX switch. So I hope that like translates good what I'm saying. Get that back in there. So the X series for a while was like, oh, this is expensive. But now the conversation has changed, because if you're in the MX switch audience, they're all in the roughly the same price of like 150 to 250, like 280. Actually, the Victrix Pro KO was 280. So 150 to 280, you know, now the X series is a much better deal when you start looking at it from that perspective. You know, but when you're talking low profile, there's so many low profile pads that it's just a harder conversation. Okay, so let's see if there's any sales. What else is on sale here? So the Sapphire, I would probably take it if you have Prime, to get it off of Amazon instead of their site, just because of the fast shipping. The Sapphire's gonna get to here. It's in the States. It'll get there fast, but Amazon's probably gonna get there faster just because it's Amazon. What else do we have here? We have the look at DIY. Across, what brand did I miss? We looked at Go back, go back, go back. Well, we can go over Hot 42. Hello. I mean, is it almost safe? Like, it's almost kind of crazy to say, like, in the past 2 years, they have, because it's been roughly 24 months since they came out, they have definitely taken over the market. Like, everyone, and you know what it is? I don't even know they know this. I would honestly say the name did it, because the name is kind of weird. It doesn't even make any sense. In English, it doesn't even translate to anything. Like, when you say Holt, because I think the proper way to say is Holt, because I think it's like German or Dutch, but everyone just like says, I remember when I first did my first review, I was like, Holt. I don't know how to say it. Like, no one really knew how to say it. And they didn't really care. They were like, okay, just say whatever you want. Like, we need, you know, if you like the thing, because at the time, no one was working with it. They were kind of just figuring things out. People were just buying them because it was, when you saw the first image of the T, this, if people were wondering like how they kind of came out of nowhere, everyone saw, go. You saw this. Kitsune, right? So when I first saw these, I knew of this. Like, we've heard of the Kitsune, but it was like $300. I was like, oof, that's crazy, right? At the time, it is metal and all that stuff with the grip on the bottom. So 209 is a much better deal. Optical switches. I actually took mine off, so mine are actually running. I have a video showing how to do this. I'm running the Keychron black opticals, and I have O-rings. Can you see the O-ring under all my keycaps? So it feels much better and smoother and all that stuff to me. They do. The switches rock a little bit because the O-ring, they do rock a little bit, so I may take that back off, but I don't really care. I like the feel. This is a Tekken pad for me, so I play Tekken. Again, I play funny like that. Anyway, right. So seeing this, that's why I got the Fight Box B1. I was like, oh, I could buy this for 300, or I get the Fight Box B1. I think it was like 99 bucks at the time. I could get that for 100 and just try it out. I had to buy an adapter, but you know, 150. It's half the price out the door. It's more than half the price out the door. So then the T comes out. So if you're looking at the picture, you see this. We know what this is, and then you see this. So you're like, wait, what? And it has kind of like a smiley face. So now look at the pictures. Back in my day, in 2023, you saw this and you knew what this was, and then you saw this and you were like, okay, what is this? You're like, okay, wait, what? And then you saw where's the B1? So here is the, I'll put this up just for the conversation, but this right here. So I saw this, and then I saw 99 bucks, and I saw this, and I saw 300 bucks, and I was like, 12 buttons, menu on the top, give me this one. That's why I went here. And then I was like, okay, I see where this is going. And then, like I said, the T just kind of like came out of nowhere for me. And I was like, what is, like, and you know what's so funny? It was actually over here, like in the feed. Because I at the time, I had never shopped at AliExpress before. I think I bought one thing. Like, I didn't know what this was, but I knew I had PayPal. I was like, okay, well, this is really affordable. It's like a fifth of the price. Because it was like, this is like 50 bucks, I think, when I got it back then. So looking at this, and then looking at this, and looking at this, I was like, let's give it a shot. And now our channel is what it is today. Like, this really just kicked it all off. Like, it was so different. You were like, what is that? So yeah, the T, this T16 with my, and actually like the first pad did artwork. Was all the artwork videos you guys saw came from me, like trying to figure this thing out. The how-tos, like how to change the lights, how to change the web configurator to be like full transparency. I wasn't making that for y'all. I knew a month from now I'm going to forget how I did it. So the videos are for me to remember how I did it. That's why they're kind of long, but like kind of just talking, because I didn't really, I was like, okay, what did I do here? What did I do there? Okay, make sure I make a note of this, make sure I know that. And I just kind of put it out there to help anybody. And again, my whole goal with all my content is to help. So I was like, okay, well, hopefully help somebody figure this out, because I know I was stuck. And now fast forward 2 years, I have like tons of tutorials because it all makes sense to me now. But yeah, this T right here, this T16, Lei Wulong is my favorite character. So Lei Wulong is all over the place. I did Wing Chun, so I have Wing Chun dummy, Wing Chun. I have all this stuff in here. Fang is my favorite character, so Fang's in here. The Tekken Mishima family. I didn't have the girls, I had the guys for some reason. But I don't know what I was doing. There's no space. There was no more space. Huarang and Eddie for doing the capoeira, because I did capoeira. Did all that stuff. This pad here, which currently is running, I'm testing the LoFree Specters on acrylic. So LoFree Specters are on my 8-bit dome metal and on here. And I played in the tournament last week, and these things are fantastic. But yeah, man. LoFree 2. Yeah, they really do deserve the credit they get, because they did a really great job, like coming to the market like fresh. They had the S and the T. They had the G, I mean the B. Or did the B and the B first, then the G, then the S and the T. But the MX stuff did not take off. The Kailh took off, and that's where like that kind of came from. So, yeah. So, yep. They really, now I counted this morning, I think I counted 22 different models. 22 models in 2 years. Like, really think about that. And this pad was the second offer too. I got the M plus. And the price, what's so sad is before the tariffs, I was getting a metal. And again, if you look at the Razer Kitsune, this is all metal. Well, it's like the top feels like, what's so weird about Kitsune? The top feels kind of like plastic. I can't, it's cold, so I think it's metal. I think it's like the C. It's a thin layer of metal, I think, on the top. And then the base, I can't tell if it's plastic or not. It might be metal too. I'm not really sure. I can't tell. It might be plastic on the bottom. That feels like plastic. I'm not sure. It's cold, so I know it's metal. But yeah. So I was like, oh, the M Plus looks just like this, and it's metal too. Let's get one of those. So when that came in, I was really off to the races then, boy. I was like, okay, I had the black. I had the black 16. I have a black silver 12. I have like a bunch of these things. Y'all see? Yeah, when this came in, it's like, oh, wow. And now it kills my heart because these are $105, $103. I was getting these for 60 bucks, 75 bucks for almost a year and a half. $75 for a metal pad. 50 is like 50 bucks for acrylic, 75 bucks for 75 bucks for metal. Insane. And then by that point, they started, like, reviewers started getting involved with LoFree 2, and that's what blew them up. All the review units is what blew them up. So any vendor that's new, my advice to you is overproduce, I don't know, 500, 1,000 of each. We'll say overproduce 100 of each model, and then make that your marketing campaign. We're going to send out 100 units to, or maybe 250. We're going to send out 250 units to random people to like try out. And that's really what did it. Where it was like, oh, once you use it, you're like, oh, wait, this feels great. And then once you change switches out, you start customizing it, and you look at the price, you're like, oh, wait, it's not that it's got sent out to me that I'm giving you a good opinion. It's just like, oh, I actually use this dumb thing every day. I actually like it. Code. Is there a keycap that work on the Hot X Leverless for their low profile switch to model? Yes. So what you're asking is, and also fun fact, most of the things you guys see on camera, I pay for. Like, it's not like they're sent out review. Most I pay. That's why the Vermillo, I don't have ones. I can't, they're hard to get right now too. All those different things, but, and with the algorithm change in August, that changed all my numbers. So everything, I'm sure every YouTuber you watch has said the same thing. All of our like revenue clicks, because they show ads on your channel. So I have a tab here I can see to make sure my stream is still going. I saw an ad play during like 5 minutes ago. So that runs, and that kind of helps fund things, but all the numbers have changed. It's gotten way lower. So, because we're in a recession, people aren't shopping as much. So all that stuff. So that's where also I got to make sure I say thank you to Wolf for being a member. Thank you to everybody. So those of you that subbed on Twitch, thank you. I'm trying to get my Twitch numbers up, but the problem with Twitch too is Twitch does a kind of a bad job of letting me know when people sub. I have to go digging for it, which I don't like that. So thank you for subbing on Twitch also. And then I have buy me a coffee link. Shout out to, make sure I don't say his name out loud, Evoke. Shout out to Evoke, send it, buy me a coffee. I really appreciate all you guys, all the residents in the chat, right? Like I said, Wolf and everybody else, and Grant. Like, I'd really appreciate all the residents in the chat. It really means a lot. Code, Sin, Orville, everyone, Mitch, there's so many people that really just helped the channel grow where we are now. Again, I really appreciate you guys. Code MX. Okay, so code is actually a super easy question, and I'm glad you asked this. So when it comes to the keycaps, I'm gonna use these two as a point of reference to help my point. Okay. Here is the low profile module, which is your standard low profile, and it's metal, right? Here in Merlin, oh yeah, shout out to Merlin too. Shout out to Merlin, thank you, Merlin. And here is your MX edition, right? So and this is a perfect example. 2 quarters out the base. The rings are 2 quarters out the base. 4 quarters out the base. Like, see how the ring and the keycap are the same size, and then when you add this the MX style, it's another 2 quarters out the base. Right. So now I've answered that question. The keycaps are identical. The large buttons are both 25s, the exact same keycap. The actual buttons themselves, again, the ring is roughly a 23 millimeter. So if there's no ring, it's 23. If there is a ring, they're 20. And it's really that simple. So it's 20 for rings, 23, 25. 25, 23, 20. So any keycap and I'll show you the keycaps in a second, but shout out to Code, any keycap you're looking for. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. Any keycap you're looking for, those are the 3 that you're really considering for. I would say 99% of the pads you guys see me review, you're looking at, I'm looking across the room, you're looking at really now there's pills coming out. The pills are a little funky because it's a newer, it's brand new, like the CS, the Tikitaka, I showed Tikitaka, I do Tikitaka, the Tikitaka pills, the Maverick 8 pills, they haven't really, like Maverick 8 started it, but the other vendors, the reason they're not the same as Maverick 8, Maverick 8 has rails that keep the pills stable. The other brands don't do that, so their pills are slightly shorter, so that way they don't wobble. Like if I grab the CS, it's really it's one of these and a half. So it's 1.5 is the pill size. That way, when I put that pill in this regular keycap, it doesn't wobble because it's too long. Whereas Maverick 8 put rails, that way it stays nice and smooth, but the switch is in the middle. And I hope that makes sense. So I'm rambling, but if you're in the market for a pad or extra keycaps, it's pretty standard what you're looking for. If your pad has rings, you need a 20. If your pad is small but no rings, you need a 23. And then everything else is a 25. And there are pads. Right here. It's LVL. This has a 28 on the bottom. So this came with 25s. See that gap right there? But for me, the 25s were like, this was, and the ASI is like really tight spacing. It's really good. If you're on MX and you want tight spacing, you want the LVL, hands down. If you want the MX with standard spacing, you would get the, the X, the Quamba Sapphire, the Vitrix. I haven't had the Vitrix Pro in person yet, and I need to reach the Orville too and get that sent out, but you get the point. Where's I going with this? Yeah, so you can see here the gap. Like, see how tight that gap is? So out the box, this had 25s, a couple of 20 or 23s, but essentially 25s across the body and one 28, like an extra large. The Maverick 8, if I remember right, also has 28s in the bottom, the extra large. But it's almost a guarantee that any pad you buy is going to have a 25 and a 23, a 25 and a 20. That's really what it is, or all 25s across the whole pad. So I'm looking for keycaps for the Hot X level. Yeah. Yes. And Code, are you on the MX or L? Low profile. This one here. So you're on low profile. I'll show you. Here's the keycaps I like for this. Let me show you. Give me a second. It's back. Put this back. And again, I'm going to preface this by saying that these keycaps were pre-tariff. Okay. So now that I've said that, I was getting these keycaps for like 15 bucks. Okay, it was a big deal. they have their DOIOs. They have a nice texture. They're smooth. They have a really nice texture. I don't really care about the letters and numbers on here, but it's actually kind of nice. And they come with these little like a small and a this is a 23 and a 25. They come with extra keycaps inside that just have like an effect, like a Hadouken fireball or like Ryu. They just have like punches, like weird little things. Oh, it's downstairs because my Inlofin has the has Legos. So I have the Lego faces on here. All of my directions are Lego faces, and the buttons are just like colorful, and it looks really good. And I'll show you where these came from. I can't stand Twitch anymore, but I'll make sure to become. Thank you so much, Fabian. I appreciate that. Yeah, Twitch is, it's like it's really good, but they're behind the scenes. The YouTube studio is better behind the scenes. I get better analytics. I can see things better. I can comment better. Like there's things that have happened on Twitch where I just don't see it for like 2 weeks. I'm like, well, why didn't it tell me? It should let me know. You know, it's kind of weird. Let me see here. I'll show you the keycaps code. Where's the link? And actually, I'll drop this link for you. Give me 2 seconds here. So you want, where's the keycaps? Keycaps. Where's the keycap link? Keycap. Right there. Boom. Found it. And again, these are 23s and a 25. So these work on any pad with a 23, 25. It's going to work. And they're really nice. I'll look for, give me some, I'm pulling it right now, code. Over here. There we go. Switching keyboards. There we go. And what's kind of wild is that with the tariff situation, the vendors that I was getting them from has changed. Because what was crazy was these were on the DOI website for like a long time and they never came out. And then out the blue, they dropped like a month before the tariff. So I was like, oh man. And I'm clicking these for a purpose. All right, here we go. So if you have a CS, don't buy this yet. I do not know if these pills are too long. They look long to me. It's like they look like they're twice. So I think if you have a Mavericade, these will probably fit just fine. But I don't own them, so I can't confirm these. These I do own. And what's nice is look at all these different styles. I know some are kind of corny, but like this one, I have this one on a pad. Where's that? Who has this right now? This one is. So like in the picture, again, I'm colorblind, so I don't know what color they are. Like a blue and black, I don't know. But in person, it looks like this. It looks really cool. You have your layout there, you have these, and it's like these musical instruments. And what's funny is this is supposed to go like I don't know if it's a candle. I don't know what this dumb thing is. I just put it sideways. Who cares? Now it's a gun. So I don't care. Now it's a crown. Like you can kind of, in like your ups, your downs. So any people that like try your controller, they instantly get, oh, this is down, this is up, this is up. They can kind of just get a clue what's happening, right? What I like about this is, wait, come back. These are ones in front of me because I have more, but you get the point. I hope this bumped the camera. See how like this one, these are red and white. These are black and blue, black and green, black and blue. I'm colorblind, I do not know. But see how like there's your standards, and then you get these extra effects. Your standards and these extra things. It's really cool. And I said the Inlofin's my favorite because the Lego one's really cool. Oops, almost dropped my controller. These DIYs are heavy, so I would have knocked my foot. But here, right, you can come in here. But the vendors that sell these, I have this one too. That's the one y'all just looked at. So this is the pack. It comes with all these, like a question mark. The question mark's kind of dumb, but you get different stuff. Like it shows you what you're going to get in the pack to try different things, layouts out, and all this type of stuff. The Mario, if you want like a Mario feel, game over, heart, Mario, all this cool stuff in here. DOI has a cover. How much is it? It used to be $15. Now it's $11. Shipping is $1. So $15. Boom, same price. And 1,000. Yeah, boom, same price. What else we have here? These are $5. I'm not logged in, so I know this is real. But oh, this one. Look at that one. So the Tikitaka, the new Tikitaka. Where'd it go? Come down. Where'd it go? Right there. The new Tikitaka, I'm almost guaranteed is coming with these. They're just DIY keycaps. So look at that. And again, like when you put it on to like a black pad, any color pad, you'll figure it out. They really do pop and look good. They're not gloss. They're like a matte finish with a texture, and they just feel. They're PBS, PBT. I can't think of the word. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired, but you get the point. This is the one right here. These are the Legos that I have on my yellow and loafin. So it looks like that, but in person looks really good. It has like 5 different faces. There's a large face. The large face is the only thing. It's kind of like a mean face, but everything else is kind of mixed. You just do whatever you want. Like, who cares? You just have fun. DOIO, I wish these would have came out last year. They came out like in March or May. So the tariff changed things. I'm glad they came back because for a while you couldn't find them anywhere after the tariffs came out. Look at that yellow. So you have a black pad. You can put yellow on there. It looks really cool. So your low profile kit code, this will work for you if you're looking for this style. And I'll show you some other options too, but they also have aluminum. The aluminum are fine. Oh, wait, I don't have these. These have like, I don't know what's going on with these things. Oh, okay, I do have these. These came with the loafin. They're fine. They're just a little bit heavy. They're heavier, so, but they're nice and cold. So there's 23s, 25s. These are 23 millimeter, 23, 23, 26. The 26 is what's going to fit in the bottom, the 25. Because I have them, so I know they fit. 23, 23, 26. Yeah, it's going to fit. 23, and I'm looking right here. 23, like all this stuff. But again, I don't really use them. I have them in a bag because I didn't really. They made my switches feel a little sluggish, like a little, because they are slightly heavier. So here's the thought, right? When you push this down, there's a spring inside the key that it bounces back out with the spring. Well, if I put 2 keycaps on here, when I bounce it, like when you push down, it has to lift up 2 keycaps down instead of 1. Well, if they're metal, now it's like 3 keycaps. So again, it's if you don't really care about snappiness, it's not a big deal. That's me, right? I made it for my hands, so that's how I like it. Shout out to Bomb by the Nuke 2 Lost Old Account. I got it right. Bomb by the Nuke 2 Lost. Happy Sunday to Bomb by the Nuke 2 Lost Old Account. Boom! Did it. I'm thinking about getting the Guava Sapphire for my B-Day. Is there any downsides to Sapphire? I have the Sapphire right next to me. Try saying that fast 3 times. Bomb by the Nuke 2. Oh, okay, I can't do it. Hey, Code, before I do that, one more thing. For other keycaps code, the LoFree 2 keycaps are actually, I don't know what the price is like nowadays, because their keycaps are fun. Okay, thank you. Right here. Okay, I'm not a bot. So they have solids and clears. Okay, I'll see you can. Okay, good. So their keycaps are basically $1 cap. Okay, I didn't know that. Wait, that doesn't make any sense because they're 8 packs. When you log in, it used to be $9 for a pack of 8. So basically $15 for a T16. Now, at the time, that felt crazy because at the time, Dual Pad had keycaps for $4 for 18. I spelled it wrong. So last year, these Dual Pad keycaps were $3. And I was getting 18 packs. So I'm getting 8, but the only thing is you had to buy separate. So I was getting $3. I would get basically 20 smalls and 20 larges. Like you can pick the color you want, and it came in packs of 18, only in that size. So when I was like $15 for half a controller of thing, it felt like that's higher robbery. But nowadays, in the tariff and everything else going on, this price is not unreasonable anymore. It's actually a justified price. Because and then again with DOIO is charging you $16 for. Again, this is pre-tariff I'm talking. I haven't ordered in a long time. But the ones I showed y'all, the DOIOs, they used to be $16. Where'd they go? Oh, right here. I know I'm not fake. Thank you. Please click blah blah blah. Okay, so look right there, $16. So you were like $16 Now the Hot 42s are 16 bucks. It's a fair deal. So if you're torn, you have the DOIOs, customs, and you have the Hot 42s. If you're wondering what the biggest difference is between the Hot 42 keycaps and the DOIOs, these keycaps are slightly lighter, so slightly snappier, because it's just a lighter plastic. It's like it's not thin and cheap. It's just thinner, and you can do a solid or a transparent. And I have both. I have the transparents, I have the solids, and they do their. We all know that everyone's touched the Hot 42 controller knows what these feels like. It's no, because you're on the X now, so you're using the golds. Are they gold or bronze, whatever color it is? Is there gold in here? There's not, because they have a metallic version too. Where's the metallics? They're in here, but the biggest point is, so the only thing too, right? With the X series keycaps, they are super glossy, so I don't really care about fingerprints, but the smudging and everything else, you're going to see. I don't sweat, but you're going to see something on them just because of what they are. But you know, whatever. Whereas here are the transparent Hot 42. These are the older ones. These are smoky. The newer ones, they look something like this too. The new ones. These are 2023 keycaps. The new 2025 keycaps. I don't have any next to me, but if you're looking at the Zen, the biggest thing you guys are going to notice is that the Zen, like the standard, we usually call them stovetop nowadays, because it looks like a stovetop, a spiral. So you'll see the spiral if you care, whereas these are just a smooth, smooth, right? But they do feel different too. Like, I don't know how to explain. Yeah, whereas the solid keycaps have like the same density almost as, I have a scale downstairs, but they're the same density as these stovetops, whereas the transparent ones, they are ever so slightly lighter than the solids. So your switches may feel slightly faster because it's you drop it snaps back up because there's less to lift. And again, I use O-rings too, so I do add a little weight to mine, but I don't feel it. So, and boom. Sapphire. I grab Sapphire. You could just say Bombi or Bombi. The new too. I lost my old account because my phone broke. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Oh. Here's a Sapphire. So the Sapphire, and shout out to Code for getting me on my point here. Okay, now these two are big, so they don't fit on camera at the same time. And just so you're aware, I'm gonna take this out. It's like the whole kit is in here because I was doing some like testing of different things. But because I have like the stick module, all this stuff's going, so just kind of ignore what the X looks like. Just hear what I'm saying. Don't trust what your eyes see. Bomb, I guess that makes sense. So here's what's happening here. I have the LV. I should get the Fightbox B1 real quick. This is on the shelf. All right. Okay. So if you like MX switches, I have the Fightbox B1, which is $99, and that plays fine. Like, I have no issue with that. I have the ASI LVL, which is sold out right now, but this is $150, right? Plays fine. And you want to order 2 extra boards, that way your USB-C port lasts and you'll be extra happy, right? Okay. The size of this pad is not as wide as the X and nowhere near as wide as the Sapphire, right? Because this is like your large but compact large, all that stuff. The Fightbox is roughly as wide as this, but the switch is a little bit lower. They sit more like natural. Let's see. All right. So given the ASI sold out, we're going to talk about these two in particular. Because the Fightbox B1 is, I haven't had the B1 Pro yet, so I can't give you an opinion on that. But out of these two in front of me, here's what you're looking at. Here is the MX. These rings are 2 quarters off the base, and the keycaps are another 2. So it's basically 4 quarters off the base, okay? The Sapphire buttons are roughly 1.5. Because you can adjust the height, so it's 1.5, or like 1 1/4 to 2 quarters off the base. Like they are, and everything's natural, right? Boom. for the price, these are the two you're going to consider in that price range. I mean, there's the Victrix Pro KO, it's another $80, but these are things that I own that I played with. So that's why I'm only mentioning these 4 things. So the Sapphire, all your tools are right inside your replacement. If you don't use this button, just like snap it out, put the cap in there, you're done. Your extra switches can go right inside. Your snap out tool and your unscrew tool, it's all right here. And your plunger to adjust the height and all that stuff right on the fly. This pad comes with a gel rest. It is very ugly, but it works and it's free, so you can't complain. Snaps right in the bottom. You actually take this off and it goes in its place, but the way it sits on your wrist is going to sit way down here, not where you think it's going to sit. So that part of the design is kind of weird, but yeah. These are metal rails. It's an L, so 1, 2, 3, but there's 14 screws. So mine are only 1, 2, 3. I was not putting the other 8 or 9 screws in there. I just didn't feel like doing it. But you can change your artwork because the artwork on here is ugly out the box. This is ugly out the box, but it's all free. Just take it off. Who cares, right? Take the artwork off, but you look how you want, and boom, you're all set. There's a new firmware update that you want to install day 1, and that will let you program these extra buttons and really make this feel how you want. And that's fantastic. So Quamba's doing a really great job. The X series is also an extra. This is an extra large frame. It's going to fit nice, comfortable, but it's big on your lap. But the biggest difference between these two is, do you want your switches kind of like this, right? Kind of like a button, like a natural button. Like the switches on here are super fast. The switches on here out the box are flat. They're Cherry MXs. I'm telling you, when you play with it, you're gonna be like, if you don't know any better, it's fine. At this much experience, my hands know better. So when I'm playing, they just felt flat. And I talked to someone else, and I talked to a couple people, they felt the same way. They just felt flat, like something's missing, something's weird. So I changed those out immediately, and now I feel better. Actually, another switch I gotta pop on here now. I might do it right now. I keep saying I'm gonna do it. I may just like look at stuff while I'm doing it right now. But yeah, you want to put those on here, you'll feel better. Oh wait, they're in a bin. That's why I haven't done it, because they're like in the bottom of my switch case. But I'm gonna. I told Orville like 10 times I'm gonna do it. I need to do this and get it done. Yeah. What was I gonna say next? Why is this in the wrong position? The Xers. These ice creams are super snappy. Like they feel really good. But the thing is, given the price, once you get this, you could change the modules out. You could put a stick here. You could put low profiles. You can do whatever you want to Joy-Cons. You can do whatever you want because you own the frame, and it comes with a case and all that stuff. This comes with a strap, so they both come very well together. It's just, yeah. I have big hands, so smaller pads, kind of uncomfortable for me. Both of these have the same spacing, I would say. They both have the same spacing. This button here, most pads, it sits kind of like right here. Like it's more ergonomic, right? Like, oh, I guess the whole pad kind of flares out. I never noticed that. This kind of like, yeah, this is more ergo. This, your pinky is a little higher, but I mean, when you own it, you get used to it. Nobody really cares, right? But you have bigger hands and you're concerned. The deciding factor between these two is do you want your switches 2/4 off the base, or do you want them 4? Because the ring right there is 2/4 plus another 2 for the switch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're playing. See, like if I'm flat, right? Do I want to play like where I have to like lift up to come back down? No, you're doing that anyway. You're really just playing like this, but you get the point, right? Right? Or do I want them like super flat? And some people may not like this. Some people may not like the flatter feel. The Quamba is going to feel like this, but almost a little bit flatter, like a little bit. Whereas the X series is going to feel like this. The ASLVL is going to feel like this, and the Fightbox B1 is going to feel more like the Quamba. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to feel like the Quamba. So that's your deciding factor. And I know that's probably like, I don't even know, but the bigger hands, smaller hands, when it comes to MX style pads, I have 4: X series, ASLVL, Quamba Sapphire, and Fightbox B1, and the Vermillo FK2 technically is an MX switch, but it's its own feel. So that one's a little different because you can't change switches out. And I'm looking across the room to see what else I have on the shelf. Yeah, those are the ones that I have. I have the beads, but that's a keyboard style. That's totally different what you're looking for. But yeah, so out of those 4, that's the feels that you're feeling. If that, I hope that makes sense, because if you were playing with the more standard like Kailh low profile style, then I would have a lot more options for like, okay, if you have big hands, I would ask you, what game are you playing? Like, you have, like, again, I have long fingers, so when I play Street Fighter, this can be wide for me. But people love the Kitsune. This is a Kitsune, basically. So if you like that layout, you're fine. But if you have fat fingers, you'll like this. If you have a standardized hand, they're just long like mine, but you're playing Street Fighter or something like that, I would tell you, start with one of these 2. Here is the the LoFree 2 C16, and again, 2/4 off the base. But this pad, for the price, it's metal, plastic, acrylic. You could pop the art. There's a button on the back to pop the artwork off. Super easy to customize. It's standard. It's a standard small keycap, 1 large in the bottom for like Street Fighter, 2X KO. Like the more button games, this fits in that wheelhouse. This pad has rings just like the X series, right? But the price is cheaper, and it's fantastic, right? This review will be out tomorrow, so it's like these 2 are neck and neck on starter pads for a standard. But again, if you're playing Street Fighter or those type of games, this is perfect. For me, when I play Tekken, I grab more the Kitsune 8-bit Do, Hop 42T, and plus layout, just because I play weird. My thumb is upside down when I play, and I play like this. I'm almost going like boom, boom, which is totally ridiculous the way I play. That's just how I play Tekken. Every other game, I play like this. So the tighter spacing on the other games is much better. So, yep, I hope. So again, you're out of all the pads I have the Kailh V2s. I can say a lot more. When it comes to the MX, the conversation becomes really, how high do you want your switches, and how big do you want your frame, and tight spacing, wide spacing, because I don't have a ton of options in that space, and I hope that makes sense, because there's just not as many as in that profile, in that switch style. I can't read. I can't talk. At least big hands. So smaller pads kind of uncomfortable. Yeah. I know exactly where you're coming from. Well, for players with the big hands, the U16 is a good trial entry pad. Yes, because the U, I had the U up here. Sorry. The V is a T. It's just plastic. The U is a T just with rings. Because I took the tops off. These are the exact same thing. Exact same thing. So to Wolf's point, the U and the V, and they're both really cheap. So you can like get both of these for the price of 1 metal pad, and you can find out. I don't want to say that because I'm talking to people that know what I'm talking about. And I'm losing my train. I need some water. But Wolf is spot on. I need some water. I gotta make a note to start drinking water at like 2 o'clock, because when I get off the stream, I'm having a headache sometimes because I've been like talking, and I haven't eaten, and then, or, you know what I mean? You just kind of like, yeah. I need to make sure, and it's also kind of hot in here too. So yeah. Thank you. Definitely not 4/4 above it. Okay. The U16 height, I hate it. Boom, right there. I hate it because I have to press much more than I actually. Yes, perfect. So first of all, thank you, Wolf, for making that point, because I would have never gotten him there. So I'm glad Wolf said that comment to like bring him back to what we're talking about. Here is the U. I'm gonna do this. I've been doing this like 3 times. I'm gonna do it again. Okay. Here is the U. Here is the V. They are the exact same frame. Exact same frame. Okay. Here is the V top. The top is twice as thick as the U. Like, see how thick that acrylic is? What do you know? It fits right on the U. It's the exact same frame. The spacing is exactly the same. What's different is the V, the T, the M plus, the Kitsune, the 8-bit Do, and more, and the T. They are just 25mm keycaps across the whole body. Like, see the gap? If I put this keycap here, it'll fit, no problems. All right. Oops, I'm dropping things. And to Wolf's point, here's the U. The U, look how thin that is. That it looks thicker. That's super thin, right? It's thin because the rings, like, if on the V, the acrylic is thick enough as high as the ring. Get in there, please. Look at that, boom. They're the exact same layout. Just one has a lower acrylic top with rings and the switches. The switch is the same height. It's just because the case got lowered, your fingers feel higher because the case got lower. You did like this. With the V, you end up like more natural. So the Sapphire is going to feel like a V. The X series, the ASI LVL is going to feel like the U. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. The Quamba Sapphire, the Fightbox B1 are going to feel like the V. They're more flat. The X series and the ASI LVL are going to feel like the U because of the rings that make them just taller. And is one better than the other? No. They both are just what people like to play, because the R16 sells like hotcakes. The U sells like hotcakes. The X, the ASLVL, like people, if you like the ring style, that sells like hotcakes. It sounds like for you, Bomb, you and I are in the same boat where we'll use a ring, no one cares, but we prefer the standard 2/4 off the base, like just your standard flat. So now, my train of thought. So you have the U height. So you tried the U. Here's my next question: was the U spacing too wide? Because here is this is in front of me, right? If you have an R16 or a Kailh or a Zen, they are basically the same. The rings are roughly the same space. The Zen is tighter, but the R16 and the Kailh is roughly the same. The U is noticeably wider, and I'll show you. Wait. Line it up. Okay, so only the right hand side. So look here. The Kailh, I can push them there, but look how much wider the U is. Because this is a T layout. Whereas this is a C. Not at all, but the only issue was button height. I forgot what I even asked you. Whoops. So the question I'm really getting at is, again, I don't know what game you're playing to, so that does play a factor, but it sounds like it doesn't matter. Like your hands know what they want. It sounds to me like you tried the U and they were too tall. And the smaller is too the small is too tight. What do you? I have some. Oh, Balthazar I love that McLovin name. McLovin. My favorite switches right now. I will tell you. Let me put this here so I don't forget. I don't lose my point. It's right here so I don't forget to tell you because I have favorite switches. Okay. So the GK21 is fantastic. This is the new 18. This review comes out tomorrow. This one just came out. The 18 and the 21 have always been in my like top 10 where to start pads. But if you don't like rings, like Bomb, he wouldn't like this because he liked the rings. There's nothing wrong with that, right? We all have what we like, so he would not go here. He would try like the T or something else. And okay, Bomb, what's my question? My question was, okay, I know you don't like rings, so you want the standard flat. Number one. You asked about the Sapphire, so are you looking for MX switches or Kailh V2 switches? That's question number one. MX or Kailh is your first question. Switches. Next question is, do you want your? Because now we know you're going flat. Do you want your spacing in your keycaps large or standard small? I think it's a mess. I'm getting a little tired. And my switch. I'll talk about switches here in a second. Space. Oh, perfect. So you want the spacing of the U? Okay. I know what you want. I know what you want. I know exactly what you want. This is an easy answer too. So the MX, and I'm going to keep this here for McLovin. McLovin! Has anybody seen Superbad? Please tell me all of y'all have seen Superbad. If you have not, first of all, if you're under 18, I cannot recommend this movie to you because I'm an adult and I'll get in trouble. If you are over 18, and if you're watching this channel, I make grown-up jokes, so technically I don't know who you are. You're over 18. So, okay. As far as the conversation continues, you are over 18 as far as the conversation continues. So, with that said, watch Superbad. Understand, don't watch with your parents. Superbad is super perverted, super crass, super comical. Like, it's very sarcastic. It's about just being a teenager and liking girls. Like, if you're a boy, and it's like watching Mean Girls. Like, I watch Mean Girls with my wife. I don't get all the jokes because I'm a guy. I just didn't get all the plot. I knew what's happening, but I didn't really like dig deep. And then we watched Superbad. She laughed, but sometimes she's like, "Y'all think like that? Like, just the dumbness of being a boy, a teenage boy." But Superbad, oh my god, it was so funny. So, your name, you've already seen the movie, McLovin. All right, so back to the question. And I didn't forget your Switch question. I'm gonna answer that. That here. No. Oh, did I put it? Where's my razor? Did I put the razor back? Oh, I did put the razor back. Okay. Okay. So, Bomb, your question is easy peasy now. Now I know exactly what you want. You want the spacing of the U. That's a T. You want your switches flat. That's a T. And you have big hands like me. Shout out to all the big hands. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Putting in work. Putting in work. Yes, sir. Shout out to us. Right. Now, again, I don't know what game you're playing, but this is what you want. Perfect. Here are the pads you want. My sound effects, you can't, they're so quiet, you can't hear as my volume's turned down. All right, here's what you're looking at. These are the four, there's five actually, there's actually five. Or there's six, excuse me. But here's the gist of what you're looking at, all right? The Razer Kitsune. This pad we checked is on sale for $209 right now. This has optical switches, so Keychron opticals. You can change keycaps, but I don't know where you'll find them, so I'll just say you can't for the sake of conversation. But this plays on PS5, PC, you know, blah blah blah. The Razer Kitsune, that's the number one. And everything I'm going to tell you, large keycaps across the whole body, and wides, and just they're all the same spacing. They're all exactly the same. But just, I'm saying wide for people that don't know what I'm talking about. So wide spacing. Okay, boom. The 8-bit dough. 8-bit dough, this is a PC edition. It's wireless, the same keycap technologies in the Razer. They're different keycaps, but what I'm getting at is the Quamba Sapphire, the 8-bit dough, the Razer Kitsune. What I'm finding is most of the major brands that have keycaps, they're putting clips to lock them in place. They don't go flying off. The catch is they just feel a little different. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, the 8-bit dough, right? That's your next option. I don't know if you use these buttons. If you do, in the box it comes with these little like flats, or you can keep the regulars. It has like a unique look. It's like an angry face. It looks cool, like an angry, like I'm ready to fight. So that's cool. But in the video I show you how to connect the PS5 and all that blah blah blah. But it is wireless, 8-bit dough. Okay, where's the stands for this thing? All right. Okay. So now we'll get to the nitty gritty. So if you watch my Hot 42 versus video, I'm going to start changing the name of those two, but those videos are basically like the full lineup. This is the T family. That's what you want. Okay, so you don't want the U. The U is in the T family, but he has rings. We know you don't want that, so get that out of here. All right. And I have the M is on the shelf, but you'll get the point. There's the T for like $50. There's the M Plus for, it used to be $80. Now it's like 100, but you get the point. Acrylic top and bottom, change your artwork. Metal top and bottom, you have to put a vinyl on top. And the V is plastic top and bottom, with foam under your keycaps to keep the sound down, because it's plastic, it's a little bit loud. But that's what you're looking at. So the V, the T, or the M Plus, not the M Ultra, not the M Light, the M Plus. Those are the three. Let me show you the last one. And here's the M. The M is the exact same layout as the T, exact same layout as the M, exact same layout as the V, exact same layout as the U, but it's just compact. Like, see how small this is? This is your travel version of the T. Y'all can't see it because the way I'm holding it, but you get the point. It's the same layout, just compact, and it's all metal. All right. So these are the 4 Hot 42s you would consider, and then the 8-bit dough, the Razer Kitsune, are the non-Hot 42 pads that I own that fit in the exact. These are all like, they're my Tekken pads because the way they play. I mean, I use everything for Tekken. Y'all see me play tournaments with everything, but you get the point. So for you, your question is, do I want Kailh V2 switches? Do I want the Keychron optical switches? And then you're kind of done. And now we get to the switch conversation for McLovin. McLovin! Let me put this down. And then also, we gotta respect the artwork. Where's my yes? Y'all can't hear the sound effects, but yeah, respect the artwork. We're putting in work on these bad boys. Okay. Where's my tea? My tea. My tea. Hey, it's you, McMuffin. Super bad. Oh my god. I hope y'all everybody watch Super bad tonight or this week. I really do. Don't watch it with your family though. It's not a family movie. Watch it with your mature friends that like to just laugh and just chill. You know, and just crack up. That movie's so funny. Oh my god. Switches. Boom. Switches. McLovin. So the switches that I personally like, the current now this is not in any order, okay, so I'm just gonna name things off but not in order. My short travel preferred, Shadow Hunting by Hot 42, COSMOX, Kailh Sacred Falcons. Those are my preferred 2 short travels right now. I had the Tikitaka Panda V2s, but it's a different feel. Like these 2 I use the most. Now my silence, the deep sea islets, those are fantastic. They're silent. The LoFree Void, I just got these in, so I haven't had enough time to like really sick. I have the Hades, I have the Tans. I haven't had enough time yet to say where these fall. But the deep seas I have for at least 6 months, probably more. So I know how those feel, and they are super quiet, especially on a metal pad. Those things are just like they're just super quiet. So short travel, Shadow Hunting by Kailh, by Hot 42 and COSMOX Gaming, Kailh Sacred Falcons, Kailh Deep Sea Islets, the silent and short travel. Now let's get to the linears. Your standard switch. I don't like a bump, so I don't use tactile. I don't like a click, so I don't use the tactile click. So the wizards, you know, things like I don't use those 2 types of things. Okay, so just a standard switch. LoFree Ghost was the first switch I tried. That was like at the time that was last year in April, like 2024, April, May, March. There was like 2 switches. There was nothing out there. The ghosts came in and I had those on like 10 pads just because they were out. The ghosts are fantastic. Depending on the materials, and like if you add O-rings too, they can be super quiet, they're super fast, and they're just good switches. So LoFree Ghost. The white rains are fantastic. They have like a nice thock sound. They feel a little different, but they're nice thock. The Hot 42 COSMOX Gaming Wind Engine, those come on like the C and the E. They're quiet. They're quieter. They're not silent, but they're quieter. They're super smooth. They're like a light force, but they're super smooth. Shout out to Rat in his cage. Shout out to Rat in his cage. How you been, Rat in his cage? Happy Sunday. LoFree Ghost, White Rain. I'm trying to think when they released the Wind Engine. The LoFree Specters are in my 8-bit dose. I had those also in my T16. I'm really liking the Specters. Those are creeping into, I haven't tried them on metal yet, but they are creeping into my top 10. I need to find my list because there's another one that I like also. And the ones I'm telling you, the ones that I've fully tested, because there's a lot of new ones that I have that haven't fully tested. I have the list in front of me. Ghost, Wind Engine, White Rain, Deep Sea, Shadow Hunting, Sacred Falcon. Those are the top 6 that I've like put on everything. And honorable mentions are the ones I've been talking about so far. And the Surfers might make the cut. I'm not sure yet, but the Surfers are a little loud. And again, I haven't tried them long, so I don't know yet. Left trigger. Like they seem snappy, but I haven't owned them long to tell you how I really feel. What's LB? LB feels like a Specter. LB's a White Rain. The White Rain and the Surfer feel they feel similar. Just Surf feels softer, but the White Rain is snappier and this. But again, I haven't played long to give you full analysis. Just don't answer. Don't take that as my full response. The right bumper is Ghost. We all know Ghost is good. The Ghost are fantastic. The Specter and Void. Oh, Void is also another silent, but I haven't tried that yet. The YB used to. Yeah, so the Deep Seas are quiet. The Voids are not as quiet in this material, but they're still really good. Wait, that's wrong. So it's down here. Whoops, wrong thing. Did I label that wrong? I did, because these are both quiet. What's this? This sounds like a Specter. Is that a Y? Y is Specter. I knew it. It sounds like a Specter. I could tell. So the 2 silents, super quiet. And this is the Surfer, I think. No, this is something else. That's A. That is a... Did I label this wrong? That's an X. X is the Wind Engine. Oh, Wind Engine. So right there, Wind Engine, Surfer. Right, Surfer's, it's smooth. It's just kind of loud. Like she's kind of loud. She's a talker. She is a talker. I can't see them in the chat here. Where's the chat? I can't see. Surfers are LoFree. I'm sorry, they're LoFree Surfers. Let me come up a little bit here. Oh, so key switches really don't matter. Okay, good. So Bomb, I think I'm going to the chat right now, but I think I answered your question. You're in the T family. You want a T or an M plus to try those out. That'll save you some money, like where to try. Only thing with the rings is the super low actuation switches are weird sometimes, depending on the pad. I haven't had any issues with the rings, but it could be an issue because like the Galkeys GK18 is going to be out tomorrow. That one has the Sacred Falcons in it, and it played fine throughout my 20 hour testing. It played just fine. But what I like is McLovin is that McLovin. What I like about McLovin is that everybody's hands are different. Everybody's feel is different. So for you, it feels that way. And I'm glad you're saying that because it lets anyone else know, hey, because someone could be hearing this, be like, hey, I felt the same way. And they're not alone. Because there's a switch, the Kailh Spring. I know someone that loves those switches and I tried them. And at first I liked them. But then after 30 minutes, they just started feeling flat. Like I'm snap. And it would feel like when I push and let go, it wasn't like coming up fast enough for my play style. And I was like, why am I getting hit? Like, why am I? Because Tekken is very like, it's very execution heavy. I was like, why is my stuff not happening? Whereas I'll use like a LoFree Specter or a Wind Engine or a Ghost or Shadow Hunting or a Sacred Falcon. It's like, as soon as I let go, boom, they pop back up. And that's how I like my switch to feel, you know? So anyway, everyone has their own playstyle. I'm glad you brought that up. I need some water. Leverless controllers are for adults only. Shout out to McLovin facts. Yeah, it's definitely a coming to age movie. It's all right, but yeah, I feel like the height adjustment on the buttons for the Quamba would be good. Okay. The height adjustment is not a gimmick, but it's kind of what it really means is, because I have the KTs for like a joystick too. It does matter. Like when you put it in low, it's super snap. It's like, you probably can't even see that. It is like a low, it's a short travel switch. It's like a Sacred Falcon or a Shadow Hunting. They feel like Shadow Hunting in low. You notice like, oh wow, it's super snappy and fast. And when you put it in high, it doesn't feel worse. It just feels like going from a Shadow Hunting to a Wind Engine. Because it's the same force, right? So Shadow Hunting to a Wind Engine. In low mode, that's a Shadow Hunting. In high mode, that's a Wind Engine. It feels like that. So to anybody that's most people watching know what I'm talking about. That's the feeling that you'll get. So don't expect like the height to go to like 4 quarters or 3 quarters. It's like a quarter, because you can see how flat. Look how, where's my quarter at? I had it right here. This is the same height as a quarter. It's low. And then when you put it in full height, it's roughly 2 quarters off that. And I can't show because it's so big it bumps the camera. So it's like 2 quarters or 1 quarter. In the middle is like 1.5 quarters. So that's where the Sapphire is for an MX switch is unique, because the height is what my hands prefer. But when I play on the X, I play on the ASLVO, I have no issues. I play with them. The Fightbox B1, it felt when I played, that's where I first started, that style. So when I went to the T, it felt the same. It was just different switches. It was like, oh, okay, these switches just feel different, but the height, like my finger going up and down, was exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? But when I went to the newer MX, like I said, the X and ASLVL, it's a big enough jump where you're like, oh wow, like it's different. But I see people win. I see people do like full Tekken tournaments in the ASLVL and they win. So it's not the controls going to make you win. It's what your hands prefer and your switch preference. And your spacing, your keycap, all that stuff. But the good thing is, before the tariffs, so many people were coming out with new models that once you found what you liked, and you asked, oh, I have this and I want more of this, I could tell you what to buy because I have a bunch of them. And like you told me, like you said, you had the U, you didn't like it. Okay, I know you don't want rings, but I like the spacing. Okay, you want a T, M plus, 8-bit dough, or a razor. Boom, done. I made your life so much easier. I know exactly what you need. Sacred Falcons are the pink ones. McLovin, I'm colorblind, so to me they're just colored. Oh, I can't say color. That's rude. They're just like a. I guess they're pink. They look like something to me. I don't know. And well, since you guys tell me they're pink, they look like a purple pink. So I don't know. I really want to try deep sea pink ones. I think I have the Islets. I think they're called Islet pinks, but the deep sea Islets are fan. They're nice. But coming from where you're coming. So here's the thing. There's a new switch coming that's a short travel silent. and I did the Kailh purples because I saw them behind the scenes. So there's a Kailh purple coming, but it may be a month. It may be like New Year's when they come out. So I don't know when they're out yet, but they should be short travel with silent inside. So we'll see how that goes. And that should, hopefully that's like on par with the deep seas, but just short travel, and quiet. Despite all my reasons, HMX, yeah, the Raptor, I had those. Yeah, were also great for MX. Yes, and this is like the 5th time we talked about it. I need to just do it. What time is it? Oh, it's 2:50. I'm about to get off of here. If I can get that thing, I could do. Let me do. Where's the container? So while I'm reading the chat, I'll do this at the same time. Because what I like about the Sapphire is the tool inside makes this so fast. They actually taught me a new trick to remove switches. I never would have thought about snapping my switches out like this. Yeah, so if anyone who likes MX, I think the Sapphire is a really good starting point. Whoops, wrong side. The 5-box V1's a really good starting point also, because the price is $100 flat. That's a good price. We'll start over here. Where should I start? I'll do it here. We'll do it here. So you just you take the flathead side, and when you stick it on the right, you just bend back and just pops right out. So the design of this thing is fantastic. The switches feel a little bit heavier because they're plastic. They have clips that kind of rub the material. So again, this is all like nuance. When you own it, you're not going to notice this, but I notice it because I own like so many pads. And then this plastic cap in here, I think I could take. Oops. Don't bump the camera. I could take that out, that artwork. I'm not gonna do the work. It's 4 clips. It's a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, you stick it on the right hand side. And you just bend this way, and it comes right out. And go to the other side. With the stock switches, it's so much faster. They just pop right out. There it goes. Boom. Just like that. I never would have thought to just it just pops right out. Take the Gion works right here. That's 1. It's 2. It's 3. And you can do it fast. Like, it's not hard. So if you're at a tournament or something, your switch is acting funny, just take the dumb thing out. Put a new one in there. Who cares? Or if you buy new switches at a tournament, just pop it in there real fast. Do it right now. And depending on the switch you buy, because when I use the stock switch, the Kailh MX, or excuse me, the Cherry MX is not this hard. They come right out. But I'm using these Kailh Speed Silver, so they are a different kind of switch. Different kind of box, I guess. Oh, there you go. I was grabbing the wrong part. My fault. I was too low. Come on, hurry up. Come on. There it goes. Boom. Right here. Put the case on the top one, because I know I will knock this over and I will get very upset. Do not want to cuss on camera. And there's a foam inside. It's like a rubber foam that I'm going around to get these in here. That's 1. Hurry up. That's 2. Where's that? Okay. 3. 4. Boom. Now just drop. You just put the left in. Wedge that. Done. Put line the left side up. Push the little clip. Done. And again, I'm going super fast because I gotta get off around 3 o'clock. I gotta get off of here. Oh, so now, take the plunger out. Dropped it. Okay. So when this is brand new, adjusting the height, you can't do it with your fingers because it's too new. Once you've owned it, like once you do it a couple times, so I can hold down, I can just twist it. You know, there are arrows right there. So see how it's that way? Low, medium. Oops, still not the camera. High. So see, it's on top and bottom, right? This plunger, you just put it in the middle. It's just like an old school plunger, right? And you just twist it. And see how it got stuck? It'll get stuck sometimes when it's new. Or if it's a newer switch or whatever, just gets jammed in there. But it's not hard. Like, this is not wrong. Because the honest truth is, once you set this to where you want it, you're never going to do this again. You're just not. The only reason I'm changing it is because when you put new switches, you're dialing it to make it work. And if I had the power cord, I'd show you. Because if I put this on low, oops. Put that over. Here's what's happening. I hope this shows up on camera. Can I get that? Ah, they're falling. The point I'm trying to make is these Kailh MX switches compared to the Gyeonworks, or like the Cherry. If I had the Cherry MX right here, the Kailh here, and the Gyeon, the top of this, like the case and the top, is taller than the Cherry MX, the Cherry Speed Silvers. These are Kailh Speed Silvers, Cherry Speed Silvers. So the lowest mode was doing like this. It was barely activating the switch. So when I turned it on, I saw the light on. I was like, why is the light on? And that's when I figured out, oh, depending on the switch you put in here, the switch casing and top height, I can only use mode 2 and mode 3. I can't use the base mode because it's too tall. This, and again, it's on my fingers. Y'all probably can't even tell. This looks a little bit shorter to me. So I could probably put this now in low mode, medium, and high mode because the casing and the stem are shorter. Because the stem does look shorter on the MX. And yeah, look at that. It's shorter than the Kailh, and it's probably not coming on camera, but I hope you get the point. So now that I know that, with this switch, I could put this in the low mode. With the Kailh, medium was low, high was regular, you know. Well, these are, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I think Orville and Wolf are right. Let's do all of them. Let's do all of them real fast. I got 5 minutes. Let's do all of them. Screw it. Screw it. These feel snappy. Or should I leave? I'll leave the bottom. I'll leave the bottom and I'll just do the top. Dang, he's told me for like, we used to be like, Orville's like, change them out. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I keep putting it off. And now I'm like, wait a minute, you were right. These feel snappy. I love a snappy. Okay, let me read the chat. I'm over messing around and read the chat. Surfers are Kailh. The Surfers are LoFrees, and the Surfers, I don't have enough time with them yet to give you good advice on those. I would tell you get the LoFree Specters. Let me just show you real quick. So these Voids are the new ones that I'm trying to figure out if I like these or not yet. But the and the Hades, I don't know how I feel about these yet. I don't have a good opinion. I don't really know if I like these. We'll see. I like they're both sounded. The Void, I don't want to say either one is better, but anyway. Here's the Surfer. The Surfer so far is good. They're a little loud, but they feel snappy so far. And here is the Specter. So what's interesting is they're both the same force. They're both 40 force. The Specters are a palm. See, like the casing. And then the Surfers are like your standard. So I don't know which is better yet, but so far I've had these on two. I had these on metal, I had these on acrylic, and I like these Specters a lot so far. And the Specters, are they out here yet? They are not out here yet. Oh, they're boom right there. They're on Amazon. What do you know? But $50, it's just like a 100 pack. Yeah, 100 pack. That's a good price for 100 pack. If you know you like them. If you don't know yet, that's, you know, you don't want to buy that many. So you always go to LoFree's website and you can buy, oh, they only have the 100 pack. Okay. And they're, again, these are brand new. Within, well, before the tariffs, it used to be fast, but I would imagine in the next 90 days, you'll be able to buy like, LoFree Specter, yeah, they're not out here yet. They're not AliExpress yet. So I'm sure within 90 days they'll be out here and you'll be able to get them like a Kailh or anything else. Like these. These are the deep sea islets. You can get 30 for $10. You know what I mean? So it's not a big deal. If you need something immediately, just get a Ghost or Wind Engine if you need something immediately. Raptors are in the stuff right. They're doing it right now, Orville. Yep, I'm doing it right now. The directionals actually, look at that. And that's the other thing too. with these shorter stem switches out the box, the Sapphire, it rattles a little bit. It does, but it doesn't. Like with these switches in here, these have a taller box, so they don't have any of that feel. I don't want to turn people off to something that they're never. Only reason I could feel is because I own so many pads. So anybody that used this, they would have no clue what I'm talking about. It's kind of the 8-bit dough. The 8-bit dough rattles too. The Kitsune rattles, but it's because the technology that vendors are using, they want these clips in here. So if you're doing something, your switches don't go flying off. Every other brand doesn't have that. They just lock onto the stem and then you just kind of live with it. Well, the thing is, since they don't have that plastic, there's nothing rubbing on them when they go, up and down. So they're just free flowing. So they're super smooth and just are what they are. But if you change your switches all the time, the plus sign will start to wear out. It'll get fatter, it'll start to wear out, and now your keycaps will fly off. So it's so it's this weird dance you're doing, but there's no better, there's no worse, but that's what you're feeling. If you're feeling something different, that's what you're feeling. And I hope that makes sense to people that know what I'm talking about. Okay. Get in there. Where's the other one? Right there. Get in there, get in there. Boom. Done. One. What did I do? Now that will happen too. See, I was like, it's kind of stuck. I went too fast and it's a weird state. It's not a big deal. Stick this in here, just pop it out and take your time. Put the left side first, push the right side in. Now it fits perfect. That's me. And again, I did it. There you go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That in there. It's 2. And where's number 3? Where's the last one? Where did you go? Where did you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Right in front of my face. Yeah, I needed water. I feel so much better to drink some water. I'm like overheating. Take this. Hey Google, set the AC upstairs to 75. What I love is when you're done, you just put your tools back, and also take out your extra switch right here. Okay. I should play some Tekken, but I gotta get off of here. I should try these out on some Tekken like right now, but I need to get off of here. So our group project is due today. So what you do is you take this, just drop it in. Boom, look at that. So now I have these on the bottom, right? So I have my extra switch for these. These feel not the cherry, the Kailh speed silvers are so fast. These Keon works. Oh, these Raptors extremes are fast too. Look at that. Oh, these are a little firmer. These are softer. They both feel really nice. I like that. So they feel. So if you're looking for MX switches while I'm in here, my current I don't have a bunch, but my current recommendations are the Gion Works Raptor Extremes, very nice, and the Kailh Speed Silver. These actually came with the ASLV. That's how I learned about those fantastic switches. Yeah, fantastic. Both was fantastic. Hey, this is a block bag. I put this here so I don't lose my stuff. So put these here. Boom. Boom. Bro Guardians 5952. Shout out to Bro Guardians. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That really means a lot. Hey man, love your videos. Have a great stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. So now, let's see what we got here. So I don't know which are louder because I hear the sound more, but that's every pad. Every pad has a sound. They're up top. Oh, the Raptors feel good. These are snappy too. Okay, now the other special thing is because the way this port is designed, I need their cord. I really want to grab that. I really want to try this thing right now. I got stuff to do. Let's try it right now. I got stuff to do. Wait. So now here's the next thing. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you something. So here's what I can do, because this is actually really important. When you add new switch to your Sapphire, you have to connect the power. But don't like set it up and then I'm not gonna touch it until I show up to the tournament or my friend's house. I'm gonna beat the brakes off of them. No. You have to test it beforehand, because if your switches are too tall or too short, you're gonna have problems. All right, so this is all connected, right? In PC mode. Did I grab the right power cord? That's not a weird thing. There's another quirk. I connect the power to my USB extension cord right here, right? And I got a notice from Windows, USB device not recognized. It's not providing enough power. The Razer Kitsune, the Quamba Sapphire are kind of like that. Like, you have to use their cord and you need proper power. So I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna turn the PlayStation. So the good thing is the Kitsune. Okay, boom. I'm already seeing something here. Oh, that's just the steady lights. That's steady lights. Okay. I'm gonna dim the lights so y'all can see what I'm looking at here. Turn them off. Okay, log in. Boom. Okay. So now go here. Let's not connect. Hold on. It doesn't matter. So I'm not going to play because I got stuff to do, but just so y'all can see what I'm about to do, I'm going to turn this light out real quick. Okay, so here's what's happening. See how these are different colors? Go there. Oh, it's different color because the actual switch is different color. Oh, okay, never mind. The lighting on the Raptor Extremes are different than the Kailh Speed Silvers. That's what it was. Here's what I thought was happening. Look at this. Right there. See how that's red? That means it's being pressed. So I put the Kailhs in low mode, and you can see on the screen too, it's being pressed. Because the box is taller, it's pushing. I keep bumping it. It's getting stuck, but it's not a broken. Nothing's broken. That's the beauty of having the adjustable switch. You can put it where it's a little bit taller and now it's not stuck. And if I want a little bit more height, I can adjust it. Now it's even taller. So, right. So I'm gonna put it in the low, which is middle for the Kailhs. These are all in low. Low. This is not low. Okay. Right there. Low, low, high, high. Boom. So 2 lows and 2 highs. Okay. Now these are the Raptors. I'll put these on low. Okay, so the Raptors can go low. So these are short travel now. Perfect. And what's interesting is, even though they're in middle, technically they're short travel because, see how close it is? It's just, yeah, I hope it's making sense what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna put this in medium. I'll put these in high. So with the Raptors, I can do low, medium, or high with the Raptors because the stem is shorter. That low is really short too. Look at that. You can see me hitting the button there. The medium, look at that. The high feels like a high. I'm going to put them in low. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to take all these switches out when I get off of here. See, now it's stuck. See, that one's stuck. See, like I kind of got it stuck there. That's okay. That one's fine. I'm going to use my fingers. That one's fine. You just got to push down and twist, but sometimes it'll jam up. That could be your artwork. It could be the little rubber gasket underneath. You'll figure it out, but it's not that big a deal. Because once you do this, I'm almost guaranteed you're never going to do it again. Especially if you know the switch you like, you know the height you like, you're just going to grab the thing and play with it. You'll never adjust it again. So don't freak out. Here's the low, the bottom button. Okay, boom. Okay, so wait a minute. I think I like that height. I think I like that switch. Okay, so here is the Kailh. Yep, these are coming out. I know what's happening too. Orville's sitting in his chair right now like, I told you. I told you. Wolf is probably driving right now like, how many times I have to tell this man to switch these switches out? Oh, there we go. Lights are back on. I already know. And also, speaking of lights, the look up here, I don't. Shout out to Doe Life. to Do Life, I don't know how you say it, but they sent this out for review. So the 3 reviews you guys saw Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those are like promotion like reviews. Well, here's the thing. Anything I promote, I let the vendor know. Look, I'm gonna give my honest opinion. I don't like, I'm gonna tell you. So this light here, it works just fine. The light that I use daily, which is the light over here, this one, the light I use daily is brighter. That's this one. But the thing is, this, oops, wrong button. This light is big. Look how wide this is. It's bigger than the controller. The Do Life is not as wide, so obviously it's not going to be as bright. But if you have like a one desk, like a, excuse me, I have a 3 monitor desk. My desk is huge, so I use these big ones for that. If you have a standard size desk, the Do Life's fantastic. And then I have the small one here called the Me Life or My Life. This little cheap remote. It gets the job done, but the remote is garbage. It's absolute garbage. I changed the batteries and it's already not working. It's absolute garbage. Oh, now it's working. What do you know? Now it's working because it feels like it. But now it's stuck. So don't buy that one. The Do Life and the Xiaomi monitor light, the Xiaomi Mi monitor light, those 2 are the way to go. So, well, so you'll see the lighting on from that thing all the time. Why did this dumb Mi light thing do this? Yeah, don't buy this Mi light. This thing sucks. That's why I never use it. It just sits in a drawer. It sucks. I'll give it to my kids. But the Xiaomi and the Do Life, so far I like those a lot. All right, so back to what I was talking about. Back to the, and did I talk about Switch? I did talk about Switches. Yeah, these are coming out right now. Do I have time? What's on 3:15? Do it fast. 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 Yeah, you know these are coming out. I mean, I'm gonna even take this. I'm gonna take this, flip this side down so y'all can see. I'm even gonna take the extra out. I don't even need this anymore. And what's funny is I love these Switches. These Kailhs are fantastic, just not on this pad because they feel like they rattle on this pad. Like they feel. You guys see me do tournaments. I like them. Compared to the stock cherries, they feel way better. But these Raptors, look at that. Look at that. I probably need to do, I have reviews coming out the next few weeks, but I need to do a day where I do a tournament with this pad now with the Raptors and now with the Raptors to see, because when you get in a tournament, you know, when you get your butt kicked, you start getting upset, you know if it's Switches. Like when I did the Hades, whatever, I forgot the pad I put them on, but I started losing. And I switched pads, I started winning. So it's like, okay, it's the Switches. These Switches are getting on my nerves. So we'll find out how I feel about these Raptors. But shout out to Orville and shout out to Wolf, because and Sin too, because they've been telling me for the longest, get the Gyeonworks. I think Code told me too, get the Gyeonworks. They're really good. And I was like, okay, I'll get them. And I've been sitting here in my desk for like 2 months and never put them in. And I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. So yeah, all right. So on the sale front, did we cover all the, see how easy it is to just pop these things out? Like, it's so simple. I love that. And now what's funny is Hop 42 is coming out with their own tool. If you buy the M Ultra Gen 2, it comes with this little thing right here. This is a weird little shape thing. This is the exact same tool. It's just made out of plastic. Come out, please. So what it does is, where'd the tool go? Instead of this tiny little wrench being my wedge, right? You just use this. You just pick your Kailh switch. Where's the pad right here? So you can get your keycaps out and you just snap it and it comes right out of there. You'll find the sweet spot and it'll pop out. Anyway, but it is, being plastic, it's starting to wear down. Y'all probably can't see it. It's getting all like mangled a little bit. So I need to make a metal one of these. That'd be really nice. I was looking at ordering a 3D printer. If I get a 3D printer, I can just print my own, but that little simple piece of technology is fantastic. Okay, where's the switches? 1, 4, boom. And I should do the pinky too. I'm right here. I should just do all of them. Where you at? 1. Oops, don't bend this. Don't bend the pins. I'll get so upset. So if you like lights, they're not as bright, but I don't really care about lights, so I could care less. And this rubber gasket thing, take your time because they do get stuck in the rubber gasket. So it's not you, it's just this little rubber. There's like a piece of foam in here. I think that foam is to quiet down the sound because the keycaps are heavy. They're heavy. I say heavy. They're heavier than normal. They're not truly heavy. Okay. Let's see, that one's stuck. I did that wrong. Not a big deal. So now I take my fingers and adjust it. Put them in low. And again, where's the plunger? It's right in front of me. So medium, medium, high. High, high, medium, medium, low, 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 Kailh, 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 low. High, high. These don't really matter. Boom. Or do I have these set up in a different profile? I do. These are a different profile. I never use this button, so I move L3 and R3 are here. I forgot what this is. That's L3, R3 are there. This is C, whatever C does, and that's my L1. See there. Boom. Done. And actually, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Because I will put a raptor there too. Boom! Look at that. Look how fast that was. So now, here's a warning to you, because I've done this plenty of times. You're gonna grab your pad and start testing. All this stuff's gonna fly out. Make sure you close it. Take your time. Put your toys away first. Here's the top to this. Oh, where'd I put the top? Dang it. It'll show up in like an hour. Once I clean everything off, it'll show up. Alright, anyway, I'll put this, just put it away. Now I need extra. So now I put this away. I'm gonna put another raptor so that way I have a backup raptor. And the fun fact, I have not really had to change, maybe on one pad, like a T or an M+, I've had to replace a switch because I don't remember why, but I've never really truly had to replace a switch. And again, I don't use this. I'm just putting it here so I don't forget to put it away. Take it off. Interesting. Yeah, look at that. Put these in medium mode. No, I want this in low. But I will dial this in. Like I said, I've got a group project to work on. I'll put this in medium. It's still stuck. Good. Put this in medium. This is where the tool does help, because you're just sitting there wiggling the stupid thing. Good. So all my Tekken buttons are there. My Street Fighter buttons are there. Street Fighter button there. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. These raptors do feel... I Orville and Wolf and Sin and Coda with an apology. I should have done this 10 times sooner. I should have done this a long time ago. I was like, why? What's the big deal? I already got the Kailh. The skill. Look, this speed was fantastic. This is a fast switch, and it's light. Don't get me wrong. These are still fantastic. Like I kind of want to like mix them up now. I'm feeling that way, but I need to play with these in low and medium height and see what I think. Because even in medium, they feel really smooth. Like these two feel very similar in medium mode. But now it's short. Yeah, we'll see. This pad will be in a future tournament, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Grant, shout out to Grant. Happy Sunday, Grant. Grant came in right before I'm getting off. Perfect timing, Grant. Happy Sunday to Grant. Shout out to Grant. Boom. All tapped in dodging me. That's Street Fighter 6. Wait a minute, Grant. I thought you were a 2XKO player now. He said you dodging me. I need to play. I should be playing right now, but I do have a project that's due like tonight, a group project that's due tonight. And I don't think my group did anything. And it's like, to be completely honest, it's already 25 pages. So I'm not excited right now. I'd rather be playing with you guys than even remotely looking at 25 pages of work. I'm already annoyed. Just saying out loud makes me annoyed. I think one person thinks she's really good. The other 1.5, I won't even get into it. Like, they're nice people. Don't get me wrong. Everyone's nice. I think because they're busy, they feel like their time is. You ever get busy with life, kids, work, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever your life is, right? And you think, oh, I'm so busy, like I don't have time. But you gotta remember, like, everybody else is busy too. Like, you're not more valuable than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what we're dealing with. All right, I think I'm sharing too much of my business. All that tapping to dodge me Street Fighter 6. Grant's out here talking trash, but now I want to play some Street Fighter so bad. I've been dodging. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to get Tekken 8. And funny, like, I don't remember if I played your Tekken 8 because my mind's slipping right now. I need some more water, but if you're not good at Tekken 8, I actually wouldn't mind helping you get better. I can share some tips and different characters to kind of help you like figure out what to do and like how to play, stuff like that. Because Tekken 8 is so beginner friendly. People don't know that, but if you learn just the basic cheat, like it's not even cheat, it's like spam, like knowledge traps, you can kind of move pretty far through it and kind of figure, people can like trick people up till they figure out what you're doing, then you're in trouble. But at least in the beginning you can have some fun, like trip them up. 2xKO issues like low-key boring. Really? 2K is low-key wow, I thought you were having fun with 2K. Didn't we play 2xKO? I'm almost guaranteed because you were beating the brakes off me in 2xKO. I could have sworn. Again, on my mind slips because I've been talking for 3 hours, but wow. Interesting. 2K. I mean, schoolwork is temporary. Facts. I have 10 more months. Next August is the end. Like when school starts for my kids, I'll be finishing and I can breathe again, get my life back, get my weekends back. Streaming 2 days won't be a big deal. It's only 2 days, and the rest of the week I can do whatever I want. Hang with my wife. I know it's causing a little problems at home because she's kind of like, you know, you're busy with school all the time, everything else. I know it. Like, I know it. But it is temporary. It's a sacrifice. So not good, but hopefully it gets better. I just want this new Virtua Fighter. I do. I'm really nervous that Virtua Fighter, it's that they're going to drop the ball. I hope they don't drop the ball. I really hope. I really hope they don't drop the ball. I do. I was, but if I hadn't noticed, yeah, a lot of people kind of, yeah, it's facts. A lot of the games right now are kind of, they're in a weird space. Super weird space. Yeah, I like you said, I hope they all get it together because it's a weird time. Tekken 8, the thing about Tekken 8 is it's so beautiful. It plays well. It loads fast. They just need to dial the game down a little bit. So yeah. Drex, shout out to Drex 10959. Hello, first time comes to stream. Shout out to Drex. Happy Sunday, Drex. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hope you're finding some really good deals for this Black Friday. We went down the line of like I think the Riz Kitsune is pretty much $100 off. And Grant, every time I see you, I ask you what you play on because I forget. Grant's like, I've told you 10 times. Yeah, I know AliExpress has tons of codes, and I'm thinking maybe I'll put my AliExpress codes in the description of this video when I get off of here, and that way people are looking for sales and different things, y'all can find it there. Tekken 8's on sale too. I've been thinking, how much is Tekken 8 right now? Because I love this game. I'm addicted to Tekken 8, but they need to fix this dang game. Oops, this Tekken 7. 7, 8, boom. Why does it take so long? I have too many tabs open. It's taking forever to load. Bye now. What's the... Okay, just tell me the price. Okay. Tell me the price. Good grief. Where would you like to buy the game? Do you have any discounts? Oh, $25. Buy this game right now. It's worth it. It's worth $25. Guaranteed. Platforms, Xbox. How much is this game? 23. What's the other editions? How much are these? Don't buy the... I bought the Ultimate and I probably shouldn't have. Oh, now it comes Season 2. Okay, it's worth it now. It comes Season 2. That's good. Okay, I take that back. I got it like when it first came out in that edition, so it was a little different. PC, is it Steam? Yeah, Steam. How much is Steam right now? The Advanced Edition for $25. Whoa, that's a good deal. Yeah. I have faith that they're going to fix this game in Season 3. I know, I shouldn't say something stupid like that, but I do. I have faith. I'm praying to baby Jesus, not grown-up Jesus. Grown-up Jesus was kind of a jerk. I'm talking about baby Jesus, where he was still just sitting there in the manger with all his delicious milk. Such a happy baby. Baby Jesus, please make this game good. Please fix this game. Please fix my favorite game. Stick, not stick, the Hot X. You know, so funny, Grant, I had it out here too. We talked about surprisingly, we talked about the Hot X a lot today. And I brought the stick out. You see, I had the new red top too. It looks really good. It's a ball bat, ball top, bat top, ball. It's a ball bat top. Yep. So I've been thinking, yeah, I think you should. Drex talking about Tekken. I'm a Tekken player, really, with the T16. Shout out to the T16. And with the T16 having problem looking for Booter 5. Okay, here's what's happening with the Booter 5. Where's it at? I actually just got in this Galkeys booter that I need to test out. Let me unplug this. Hold on. Right, so the booter 5, what you want is... What you want is... What time is it? Okay. Hey, Google, set a timer for 5 minutes. All right, what you want is...
5 minutes. And we're starting now.
Problem with the Booter 5 is the tariffs. That booster. The Booter 5 is getting hit really hard by tariffs. Please take the S off, thank you. What? Wait a minute, it keeps throwing the S back on there. What the? Look at that. I've never seen Amazon do this before. Amazon, what are you doing? How much is it? See, it's probably not even for sale. Yeah, unavailable. What I think happened with this is, and again, I don't work there. I think they may have bought a limited number, and maybe they're just selling off the remaining stock, because the Booter 5 is the most compact booter you can get. Like, look how flush this is. It's super flush. So I think that's what's going on. I think they sold out. I think the stock is gone, and the tariff has doubled the price, because I was getting these for like 30 bucks, 25 bucks. Now they're more, right? Now they're like $100, which is freaking nuts. Do not spend that much. This one here, every other booter, the biggest difference is where's my booter bag? Oh, booter bag right here. So here's like, I can't see. And you know what? Before I forget, I didn't show that picture. Grant, there was a guy that won in either Street Fighter or Tekken. And he stood up and he was holding X Series. I was like, what? That was really cool to see. Like, you know, now I know all the pads. It's really cool to see people using different brands to win. It's not just a joystick anymore. Okay, I hope this comes out clear on camera. Okay. What makes the Booter 5 special is, look at the height. That thing is tiny. Dropped it. That was the Magic Boot. The Magic Boot is, and the Kailh keys are the exact same size. The Kailh keys and the Magic Boot. And here is the cheaper booter. That's just like an old one, but this thing is big compared. Like, you can notice it's big. So that's what made the Booter 5 special. Like, they all do the same job. Like, no one's better than the other. The only difference you can look at them is that, oh, well, how flush is this to my controller? So, given that's the issue, just buy the Magic Boot version 1 or get the Kailh keys P5 boots. And again, I haven't even opened this yet. I'm opening this on Tuesday, guaranteed. But that's what you want to do. And then Speedy Labs, he sells his boot. I need to order those before he sells out, because he has these for $20. 20 bucks is really good. I need to get on there and get his before they're gone. This is nice. It's something like the ASI LVL. Look at that. It just sits there. I never take it out. Like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, that's so snappy. Wow. Yep. Fabian, yeah, I don't know what the F is happening with Amazon. I keep trying Kailh keys instead of Kailh. Yeah, okay, yeah, there you go. I don't know what it's doing. So I thought, okay, so you're getting that too. I've never seen that before. You know what I know what it is? Everyone's requiring it. Like, it's okay. I worked in enterprise, and when you talk with leaders, because I'm an employee, but the projects I did, I would work with way higher ups down to the bottom, like, just because the work I was doing, it was innovation stuff, so we got to work with everybody. Whenever I worked with a really extreme leader, they had different metrics for what they were graded on. Their grades were on saving costs and blah blah blah. So they're being forced to put AI to all the middle management, the lower employees. Like, every level is being forced to use AI because the top is saying we need it for XYZ. So I'm pretty sure they had a team come together and say, what do we put AI in our search? And people type something, they probably meant to type this. Let's fix it for them. Because I've never seen Amazon switch my words before. That's crazy. Grayson, yep, Grant knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, comparing to Brooks and others, they look gigantic, right? And again, on camera, it looks bigger than what you're looking at. In all honesty, this booter is big. This is about half the size of a standard Brooks adapter. So this is big. This is the same. I can't see that. This is the same size as your USB metal part. So just basically, if you're curious, like, take your T. My hands are full. Take your T and just put it like that. Put any like charger cable, whatever you have. You have something with this metal USB head, right? Just put it here and let it hang off the side. That's how far the booter's going to hang off. It's not that big a deal, because mind you, last year that's all we had, so it's not that big a deal compared to something like this. Or do not stick an adapter and hang it out the side of your controller. You're going to put it on your lap, you're going to bend and snap that thing. Don't do it. But the booters, you'll be just fine. I mean, the Magic Booter, the booter, you're fine. Just don't buy this. Don't buy the S5, because it does not work. Stop. 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 Hey, Google, stop. Do not buy this. This does not work. That's why it has 3 stars. Oof. Product did not work. Exactly. Everybody said it doesn't work. And what's so weird is this is actually the project we all, the product we all want. This is the Magic Boot PS4 and the FGC 2 in one unit. But when you put this thing in PS4 mode, it does not have the same firmware as the Magic Boot V1. And that's why it does not work. So don't buy this. Do not buy. It only works with certain May Flash controllers. And even then, one of my May Flashes didn't even work. So don't buy this thing unless you have a May Flash only. So hopefully in a year, like within 6 months, they'll put a firmware update out. Hopefully, again, I don't work behind the scenes. I know I talked to some people that do more electrical things. They said that it's more than what we all think. The board that's inside of this thing is its own unique thing. And that's why the Magic Boot firmware is not on this device in PS4 mode. Because Magic Boot, honestly, it's PS4 mode. This thing runs in PS4, but because it's a game you're playing, like Street Fighter, Tekken, they are PS4, PS5. That's why it works. But if you just play a game that's only PS5, this might not work. Call of Duty, like, it sounds like a dumb example, but the point I'm making is certain games are PS5 only, and this thing will, even the Magic 1 or version 2 will not work. So I hope that makes sense what I just said. Yeah, don't buy that. Get the version 1 if you can find it. And OFC look fresh. Yeah. You can see. Can you see? Yeah. Wait. Can you say those again? And the link of this, and the link. And excuse, I can't talk. I need some water. Okay. In the description of this video, I have all of my switches. And I have all of my adapters for PS5 and Xbox. So you're gonna see like a link farm, but it's really not that. In full transparency, when you guys see a bunch of links in my videos, I'm not like link farming, to be honest. It's so I can find them. Because when people ask me stuff, I like to find it. I get annoyed if I can't find things like right now. So I put it there really for me, and it's also for you guys to like. It helps the channel grow if you click the links. But in the end, it's so you guys see everything that I use. So I'll show you what I'm talking. It's in the. So if I go to my own live, it's so fun. I'm watching myself. It's so funny. So when I come in here, if I go to description, boom, right here, they're all in, like all the switches I use are here. The linear. I'm gonna start showing this more on camera, so that way you guys know how to find it. But right here, you'll see all the silence. I grouped them off the way I use them. Sliding. I don't even slide, but the ones that use for sliding. Tactile clickies. All the things are here, and then right below that is your adapters. So here's everything you need. Everything for PS5, all the ones I've tried are here. There's the Gal keys. Yeah, it's right there, boom. Yo, all the ones I tried for PS5 are here, and that's Amazon and AliExpress links. And then here are the Xbox things that I use. My replacement cable, my cable manager, the foam I use, yeah, everything, boom, yeah, all that stuff. So everything you guys need, my disclosures, all that nonsense. But yeah, so just the video you're watching right now is click the description part. You'll see everything you need right there. And again, I'll try to be better at letting people know, hey, just click, look there. Because I forget. Invincible has a vertical learning curve. Oh, you might like the channel. So funny, fun fact. I got into the Invincible, either Invincible or Marvel Tokon. I think it was Tokon. I got into the alpha, beta, whatever. Here's the thing. I clicked the link to join. And my gaming email, I didn't check it fast enough. So it came in September, and there's like a confirmation link you have to click. Click this link to confirm you want to be in this beta or alpha. I didn't click because I didn't know it was going to go there. And what's more interesting, Microsoft, I think it went to my spam or promotional because I have that email on my phone. I just didn't get the message. So it probably went to spam. It went to spam. That's what it was. I was like, why would I not get that email? But anyway. So I missed it, but shout out to Wolf because he's been playing Invincible. So it's really good. So I'm really curious how that goes. I'm waiting on the PC release, but it's definitely on my radar. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying that out. And Tokon too. I would love to play with some of y'all. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for Jones. I need to. Well, I don't have the games, but I need to. And the next one's coming out with December 4th. Is that Tokon? And I'm like really upset with myself that I did not. That I made the cut and I missed the email. I'm like, oh, that sucks. So Invincible, I think I didn't get that one at all because the one of them, I think it's Tokon that I made it, but it went to my spam and I missed the confirmation email. So that sucks. Because 'Cause I actually like playing those games. Like Twix KO, I was in the beta for that. I had fun. Like, just what is this? You know, how does this work? That was really fun. And it's fun playing with you guys to like just understand like how you guys play. And like you play with Grant. I think Grant like beat the brakes off me. I know Key Merlin's definitely beat me. I know Orville. When I play you guys in Street Fighter, even though I'm getting my butt kicked, I'm learning because I'm seeing how you guys play. Like what's funny is I went into rank one day because like when I do the reviews for controls, I'm playing, and I don't play Street Fighter all the time, so I forget stuff. But the little low punch, the low punch rate, not rage, super shield, super punch, drive rush, drive impact, drive rush, all that stuff. I'm like I like kind of study what y'all do, and I gotta use some of that stuff, and it works. I'm like, oh wow, there you go, there you go. And then when I get really annoyed, I get on Tekken. And then we have some real fun. We have some real fun. Where's my yes, sir? We've had some real fun. But, like I said, on that note, I have to get off of here. I have a group project to do tonight. I have to clean up this mess all over the floor with all these controllers. Next Sunday, we're doing a Cyber Monday, so we'll be talking a little about that. That might be a shorter stream. Just I don't even know if I'll be here. We'll see if I am, if I'm here or not on Sunday. Tuesday, I should be doing a tournament, all that stuff. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great week. I will talk to y'all later. That was Grant. That was Grant. I thought that was he put at Midnight Wolf, so I read it wrong. But shout out to Grant. Shout out to Grant. But yeah, again, I hope everybody has a really good week. And then if I don't see you guys, a really good time with your family. In the States, it's Thanksgiving where we all go take off and hang out with our family and stuff. So, yep, all that good stuff. But I will talk to you.